clicking right now.
Yeah, it absolutely is. Humble looking on top of the world, and you know I don't necessarily think Foot
Our
are playing
Lord,
bad.
our Lord,
I don't think the
our
draft
Lord,
has
our
been
Lord.
terrible, but I think
We have world finals, guys. Don't worry, it's not.
They need to be against a team like this. So
It
many
is
pros
not
backstage
no
were saying,
signal.
Foot,
I
they're
am
looking
setting
like a
up
contender.
live.
They're at least top 3. They could do it all.
I am
They're
setting up
unfazed
live.
by the big stage, and so far it seems Humble are more of the
Brap,
same,
bap, bap, bap.
unfazed under these conditions. As I said, we're going
Oh!
to heist in pit stop, so it's fast. You've got
Wrong
to be ready
title.
to go
It's
aggressive.
okay.
You've got to be ready to
Can I
defend.
edit the title of
And
this,
it's
John?
going to be a big mode for both of these teams. Do Humble get this
Whatever.
sweep done and head to the semis on top of the world, or the Foot
It's good, can of
the
milk.
dream reverse sweep against
Hold on
the
a second. Let
24
me
champions.
Our bands have come in.
Open
and RT is
Kickfinity.
out for both sides.
And then I will have
It's going to
the
be
World
a
Finals
very
pulled up in just a
competition.
second.
No longer. Lily
We have drafts in just a
or
second.
Hank A.
Okay,
Tank
Kickfinity is
going to be a
opened
great one
up.
there too. And Otis for defense is just insane
That's
right
opened
now.
up.
So that fact that we're on pit stop again.
Now I'm gonna
looking
open up
out for
YouTube.
brawlers like Kaze and Miko
Bang,
at this point,
bang.
especially now
Look
that
how
we have
easy
the
that is.
defenders
Look
out
how
of the
easy
way.
that is. Hello, now we have it on the
Somebody
screen.
like Horde is
Oh wait,
usually
let's
a
get rid of
way
this
for
for y'all.
teams
Y'all don't want to
to
see
kinda
YouTube
get
chat.
their defensive presence. It's not great
Hi
for
Mari,
offense,
how are
it's not
you?
great for high stage damage,
Bark and
but
Poppy, how are
moving
you?
The Shadow Realm is a huge help.
I saw someone on
Let's go
YouTube
time
too.
for Semantic and
Can of
Humble.
milk, yeah,
Taking
can of
Miko
milk.
early on as the
Yes,
first
sir.
pick. Gotta be cautious
I
of that,
appreciate
just
you.
going
All right, let me
straight
tell
for
Discord I'm
shade.
live.
But the same can be said about the shade on the opposing side. Cordelius to go along with it
All right,
as well.
guys.
And that can not only
I've been
defend
watching.
Semantic,
This
no,
is
you've gotta
sweaty.
get it right. It's very
I
easy
can
to
Humble
super when
can
the
Humble
Miko's
just take
jumping
this and
over
just
the
go
top of you time
go
and
with
time
it.
again.
Bye
But
bye
also
2023
prevents
World
Humble from
Champions.
going even
It's good,
more
Lugia. How are you?
Curious if we see something like a kit coming out here soon. I'm gonna call it out just in
Guys, you
case
can hear it, right?
happens,
The
but
volume good?
It's a pretty nasty pairing, and I think this
Lugia,
could be
good
just a
morning. How are
full-out
you?
assassin one coming out of Humble.
Let
I
me
think
make
they
sure
need
I
a
can see
flare
the
of
YouTube
defense, but they're running out
There
of
we go.
top choices. We saw Otis already go off the board, and then on
Hello,
top
Matt,
of
how are
that,
you?
Cordelius
Tanner, how
has
are
now
you?
been scooped by the other end. This is going to be Colonel Ruffs. Definitely wouldn't call that an offensive player on that high save.
Yeah, I mean, I like the roughs, though. Gonna be able to break up this map. You know, Miko
A little louder.
likes walls. He likes to be able to jump over them, but his main goal is to just get to the safe. Roughs can break some of these down,
Oh,
make it
just your
harder
volume.
for Cordelius, make it harder for the Shade to be in the mid-map portion. Yes, they're going to be able to thrive
that.
quite a lot
How's
behind
that?
those
Is that good?
unbreakable walls in front of the safe. But Boss should be able to do a solid job of powering up his teammates and getting that extra damage on offense and defense. Meeple's going to come in, and another brawler who can
Predicted
use it as
Humble.
well.
It's
Nice.
a tough spot to be in. I feel like there's a few aggros
Yeah, no.
that
Humble,
this left-hand side
Actually, I
could
think I
go if
forgot
they
to
really
predict
wanted
that
to.
one.
Buzz comes to mind as
I
somebody.
think Humble will
Bro,
win,
maybe if they want
for
to
sure.
dive in at
That's
this
what I
stage
thought
and
before.
be crazy. We've seen a lot of different kinds of choices.
We will
Not
see.
quite sure where they land. I don't know if Colonel Ruffs
But-
goes
but
sandbags
doesn't
to
seem like they can do
Carl to
anything
try
right
and
now.
prevent that out, but with 10 seconds on the clock and their tournament lives in hand, they finally need to get a draft
Awesome,
right.
Lugia.
It's really
Thank you.
hard to outdraft somebody like Humble. Obviously, Foot can show that. Whoa! So they did.
Oh
go
my
beefy,
Primo, holy
but it's a
Primo pick.
flashy one.
Well,
See,
the
I
old
just
Primo,
don't
I
know if
welcome
it's
it.
gonna
I
work
really
for him,
do.
bro.
When you're under pressure like this, you've got to make those big moves.
I don't think
and
so,
try
though.
and get
Like, when
something
they-
going.
when
A few big plays with Primo
like,
can make your
Divi's
mentality
so far from,
go
like, the norm.
incredibly wild.
When they do that, bro, I feel like they just get cooked.
As we head
man.
on to this last set, I should say, as Humble are 2-0 up against the 23 world champions. They're both looking to continue their run and try to get to the semis. This could be the last, or it could be
Actually,
the
low-key-
start of something
guys, low-key
special.
Primo could actually do something.
Time to come alive, Foot Esports.
This is such
You're
a weird map.
2023 champions, and you need to show it here. But it's a
Let's see what
different year,
Luki
a
does
different
against him. I mean,
time,
Luki's gonna
and it
feed,
could
like
just
get
be
so much from
another
him, but
year
low-key
Humble
when Primo gets a
back
super,
one, gain a trophy. They've
Luki
already got a
and
belt at home. What's one more?
Ruffs can't do anything
Look
about
at
that.
dodge and a few shots onto the safe early on. Good defense
good
again
defense,
from
yeah, good
Humble.
defense.
And a good amount of work from the Miko once
Alright,
more
what is
to get
Foot's
down
plan
that
here?
left-hand
Gyro
side
just
against
needs to get super
Cordelius
one
and
time.
find a couple of shots. Meow's going to realm up the roughs here, which I don't think's that
Man's gonna
incredible
make
to
his
be able
way
to do. It's
down.
going to allow Gyro to
And
go
it's
a bit
kind of
further,
just
but
like,
Luki's
really,
already
bro?
got a hypercharge after that first defense. Meteor coming down.
Dude,
And
how do they
all
let them
three
get Miko,
on offense,
though?
trying to get the
Like,
job
how do
done.
they let them get
Gyro
Miko?
Cordelius taken down too, and Semantic
Shade's good
doing
pick
as much
here.
as 3.
Oh, yeah.
Little monkey on the bottom right-hand side is doing enough
Yo,
movement
this
to what
is
the
base
Foot
race.
offense is doing. You can start seeing the vision of why Meeple was picked. They want to get shots through walls. That's why they matched El Primo. He can jump over.
Yes, Chungus, it
anything,
is.
Can get
Hi,
in your
Anna,
face
how are
at
you?
any moment, and he's dishing out a lot of damage here. Foot have taken a lead
What
now.
time is it in the morning right now?
That was
Okay, it's almost
disgusting.
10.
I don't know if he was just giving it to his teammate or that was the best prediction of all time, but we'll give him the credit when it's
But we're
required.
good.
There's the last break for the side of Humble, and Miko's still in an aggressive position. He's just going to go up. It's going to be a base
Hi, Brawl
race.
Stars,
Get
bro.
up, goes down. Luki's coming up with the hypercharge. Can they add more damage
Hold
to
on
the
a
stake?
second.
He's
Yo,
gonna
this
come
is
out with a
very
lot of ammo.
close. It's over.
Meeple's
Semantic
there,
got it.
and so's the damage for Humble.
All right, hold on. No,
Match
that's
point
really winnable for Foot. That is really winnable.
Questionable
They can totally win
decision-making
this
there.
game.
Cordelia's Shadow Realm, and instead
I'm
of
not gonna
holding
lie. I
firm,
want
dash
Foot to
the
win
other
this
side
game
of the map.
because I
Because
want
of
some
that,
action.
Once Semantic popped out,
But
they
I
could
don't
take
mind if
advantage.
like
Just a
I'm fine
couple
with Humble
shots,
just
and
winning
obviously
the
that
game.
star power making a
Or
huge
winning the-
influence for why Miko
yeah,
gets selected. He's an insane
Yeah.
damage
Yeah,
dealer
I
on
know.
that safe.
It's
He has
early,
free
bro.
mobility. They
It's
have to
earlier
rein in
for
the
you.
monkey.
Wait, no, it's
Semantic
Florida.
going now,
So
and Meow will follow him, but he'll
It's
just
early.
jump back the other way. Semantic's taking him to the
Sunday.
shops
Just
now, and he'll get a
lazy.
kill on the
We were getting up
backside as
early to watch
well
World
with a
Finals.
nice little gadget.
Nothing wrong with
Semantic
that. Devoki, how are you?
absolutely taking Meow around the ring
Alright.
and gets
Okay,
the
so
first
Semantic
crack.
already pops immediately, bro.
In the meanwhile, Foot have only
Here comes
mustered
Lukey.
6%
Gets a
damage.
super down.
A strong
Now's
hold in the middle. Lukey dropping a super, making a
Realm.
few tags on the shade with the right-hand side. Now Garo flanking left. They've spaced before. Now up the middle. It's a full onslaught coming in from Foot. They're willing to make this trade. It's still Semantic on the lower end. It's going to require an excellent defense here as Navi
No,
tries to
100
no,
HP 's
Buster
OD.
Vibes. Oh, look at this.
100 HP 's
now it's just
OD.
now they don't have enough damage, and Semantic is continuing to pour it in.
Oh my
And
Jero can't
Gero's
do it.
leaving again. Semantic's going to get the last crack required.
What is?
Coming up
No
top.
way.
He's
Nah,
up against
Semantic's
two
hyped
players,
too. He knows
and
it's
one of them
over.
has a hypercharge.
They can't do
eventually
nothing,
be able to clean
bro.
up the defense and start moving forward.
All right, now
but
we-
he
okay,
has a
he just got
hypercharge
ripped.
in hand, but a lot of work to do. Boss powered up down the left-hand side. All of them playing mid. Can Semantic get the break he needs?
Nope,
He gets
it's
realmed,
done.
but that takes me out of the
Semantic,
mix for a
Meow's
while
gonna
as well.
Now Semantic in a
Hold
front
on,
side.
they
He
get
can
one
jump
pop.
over
It's not
that
gonna
wall.
matter.
They need
Alright,
insane
Humble
surge
just
of
sweep.
offense. Otherwise, it's
Humble
going to
just
be the
sweep.
2024
They killed
World
Meow.
Champions taking it down. Yet another obstacle in
Taken
their
out.
path.
Yeah, it's over.
Well, now
Bad
coming
jump.
forwards, Meow's going to be able
Gets
to realm,
ripped.
but he gets nothing back. That was
Gero's gonna-
hypercharge too. Gero's just going to try and defend, but a meeple super will stop
Now
him.
he knows he has to
Semantic
defend.
coming up, and he should be able to get it done. As the
They just
2024
sweep them, bro.
World Champions
Humble just
take
showed their
down
dominance,
the
bro.
2023
Oh my
champions.
goodness. Source, what's good? Wait, what? Unstable internet connection.
Way too
Live will be
easy.
automatically adjusted.
A very different
Hold on a
team
second.
than what we
Guys,
saw
is the
on
live
day
cooked?
number 1.
Am I
They
lagging?
wanted to face
The foul was
adversity.
perfect timing
I
with that.
guess they had
Wait, who
enough.
followed? Yo, thank you for the follow, bro.
In their
I appreciate
favor.
you.
But they do have an endless
Dude, I'm like
for
so
winning.
not
Global
locked in right
conquerors,
now. I'm so
And now championship killers.
tired still from waking up.
Incredible moment for Humble to get the job
Yo,
done
Fert,
in
thank you for the follow, bro.
quick
It's not
3-0
lagging.
against a
Okay,
team
thank
as
you, Anna.
powerful as
Because it's
Foot.
just, I'm getting
It's been
notifications
so
from
much
TikTok.
present
Studio. I don't
in
know
these
if that's
semi-finals. Going to be up against Revenant X-Spark. Obviously, it's going to be a tough
Anna, thank you for the heart meet.
But looking at that, how can they be stopped?
What a game.
Humble stumbled on day 1, and ever since then
GG's
they
to Foot,
rushed through
bro.
their competition. 3-0, another 3-0, another
Yo.
3-0
Look.
against
Read
Foot.
right now, bro.
Trev, you mentioned it. 2024 beat
Blue Sex, thank you for the
2023
follow.
champion.
Appreciate you, dude.
Now can they do it again?
Humble
Can
cooked them? Yeah,
Humble
Humble cooked.
be the back-to-back world champions first? They have
Okay,
to
so
make
who
it
do we
through
have
the semis.
next?
Revenant is not going to be an easy task here. Looking at the draft, Kenny, was it just a draft?
I'm not sure what to make of this. I really
All
don't
right, but
feel
next
like
up we
Foot
have-
played super poorly. I think Humble were just
next, guys?
through the roof. It's staggering to see the
Billy Eddie
contrast in this team that played Crazy Raccoon just 2 days ago. Sometimes you're just going
All
to
right,
wake
we
up
have-
a
oh,
different
we have
team.
semis.
Humble.
Guys,
something
it's
special.
semifinals.
I had them as the
We've
winner
got
before this
semifinals
tournament
now.
started, but they
SK
made me
versus
question
Crazy
it.
Raccoon.
I picked SK Gaming. I'm back to Humble. I'm all over
That's
the place
nuts.
right now. They put the world back
Yo,
on watch.
Mizuki, how are you?
I am too. My heart
How
can't
are you,
take this
Mizuki?
anymore, especially since I'm a lover of very
Open
close
50
matches.
packs,
We
still no
got
skin?
one
Nah,
at
that's
least, so
horrifying.
thank you
That's
to
horrifying,
Loud
bro.
and Revenant.
Yo,
Made
you
it
got to do
work.
the glitch, bro.
But Humble could have made it a
Kind of
bit
disappointed
closer.
about
Please
Loud,
give us
though.
some more
Okay, I
Brawl
mean,
Stars
what
to
did you
watch.
expect from
Decent
them?
amount of
Just play
And
worse.
to be honest, Revenant
On the
is such a
biggest
great
stage, trying to get to the
story.
semifinals,
Like,
just give us some more games.
dang, Revenant, they're cooking.
We are here to cause as many
Sergeant
matches
is
as
him.
possible. I'm glad we still got 3 for you. The next 2 are going to be our semi-finals, and the next one is going to be 2 teams that haven't faced each other that often on an international stage. I'm looking forward to it truly. It's going to be SK Gaming versus Crazy
Freaking
Raccoon.
SK, bro. So does SK just mob him, bro? What do we think? SK just mob him? No, you're good, 2017. All good. QR code? What QR code? Where? Was there a QR code?
Go for it, let's go. Yeah, I told it.
We are here
Oh,
to
reward.
cause as many matches
Guys,
as
Pro Pass
possible.
XP.
I'm glad we still got got
All right, I
three
need to be
for
like
you.
on this, bro.
The
I
next
need to be like
two
on
are
this.
going to be our semi-finals.
Let me
and
trouble
the next one
test.
is going to be
Okay, hold on.
next two are going to be our semi.
Hold on. I'm testing.
Finals, and the next one is going to be two teams that haven't faced each other.
Yeah,
that
you get
often
600
on
Pro
an
Pass XP.
international
That
stage.
ish is
I'm
valid.
looking forward to it
That ish
truly.
is valid.
The
I'm
SK
sending.
Gaming versus Crazy Raccoon. Two are going to be our semi-finals, and the next one.
Bro, they make it seem like I'm trying to get pictures of like freaking her
Gaming versus Crazy Raccoon.
schmitties, bro. That's not what I'm trying to do. All right, that's not what I'm trying to do.
You won't want to miss these next
Let me
three
send this.
matches. It's time for the semi-finals. SK Gaming versus Crazy Raccoon up next. Two titans we've seen so often on this stage before. And both of them, for one of them, it will be time to finally win a World
Oops.
Finals. For the other one, it's been a while. So for both of them, it's time to step into the
we
grand
go.
final again. But unfortunately, we will have to say goodbye to
Pro
one
Pass
of them.
in the chat, guys. Pro Pass and
It is a lot on the
announcements.
line
I
here
just
for
pinged
these two,
everyone.
and again, two rosters that rarely play in matches of
Oh, Archer's got it too? Okay,
elimination
back clutch.
games. Ones
How are you, by the way?
with really high stakes. As was mentioned earlier, they've played in the past in the group stage. That's fine, but
Nah,
this is a very
Chungus, you see, I got it, bro.
different
You just
scenario
have
here
to,
for SK
you have to
Gaming
use the
now.
glitch, bro.
Have to put their money
David,
where
how are
their
you?
mouth is. They've been making claims all year.
Go
This
grab
is
it,
our
go
year.
grab it.
We're going to go all the way. Now they need to put up or shut up against the world's best.
I mean, there's no more David and Goliath story. This is only Goliath at this stage. And for Yoshi, for Joker, and for OPE, this is going to be their biggest test yet. SK Gaming are renowned for their top 4 finish last year, but this, again, the job is not done. They're looking for top 2 at the very
All right,
least.
we're chilling with
They've
that.
never looked better, in my opinion.
I just hate watching SK Gaming's matches though. They always end in a 3-0 anyway.
No, I mean, they have been
Did I get
very one-sided so far
On
for
the
this
mini?
team.
Yeah,
It's
I
always
got on
kind
the
of
mini.
scary
Guys,
having
it's still
really
available. It's
tough
still
games.
available. Not the
Without
exclusive pin
losses,
yet.
like you haven't really experienced
Hypercharge?
that at this land. Crazy Raccoon, though, have got
We got
some
Barley's.
experience in handing out those
We got
fouls
Barley's
because they've
hyper.
done it to Humble already. They've
That's
done
pretty
it to
good. I'll
every
take
other
it.
team that's in their way, and they've quickly brought us back to reality.
We'll take a
Remembering
Barley Hypercharge.
that there are sleeping giants in Asia.
Let's go, Crazy Raccoon! Okay, I think SK's
This
gonna
is such a
cook him,
scary
but
roster
I
because
love
it
you,
doesn't
Crazy
matter
Raccoon.
if
Let's
they're
go.
behind. They know that they are still in it, and with a little shoulder shuffle, you know, you can bet your bottom dollar that they're going to come back strong under pressure.
I think this is the biggest difference between those two teams so
You voted
far.
CR?
SK hasn't dropped a single set, and Crazy Raccoon is known now.
Asleep
to
in toy.
reverse
Same,
anyone's
same,
team
Tego. I
against
was
them.
too, bro.
Yeah, that's
So who's
Brian, I don't
now
think they dropped it
facing up
yet.
against each
Humble
other?
will be world
Again,
champions, so they
talking about,
possibly, very
what we're
possibly
seeing on
could.
our screens
Fifth.
here,
You want
and
SK to
Crazy
win? SK
Raccoon
is just so
haven't faced
good
in
right
playoffs
now,
yet
bro.
in
They're
any of the
cold.
last 4
You miss
years.
CT with them?
They
Yeah, I
faced
think
in the group
Tensai needs
stage
set.
once. How did
CT.
that go?
And he's
It was
getting
a
cooked
sweeping
right now, by the way.
so,
His
I mean,
performance
not great as far as that's concerned,
uh,
but I think for them, they were just kind of
wasn't-
grateful.
hasn't-
that
so
they
actually,
were
how
able
did you
to
play
try
today?
and
I missed their
previous
game today.
years.
I woke
Historically,
up like
that was
after.
the battle, but so much time has now passed.
I'm collecting my
SK Gaming have got
waffles.
bigger and
Guys,
better rivals,
this is
and
how you do
they've
here.
got
Let
to
me
now
go on my
demonstrate that
iPad.
They can go up against the very best of East Asia to then see what happens in that grand final. Who's going to meet them there?
All right, y'all.
I think coming into this weekend, many of us expect
This is how you do the skin.
Have SK Gaming and
Shmeet.
Crazy Raccoon
Come over
in
here
the finals.
to a skin
Those
you don't
two
have.
are now
Click
in the
get it
semifinals
now.
up against each other.
If it takes you to
We'll
the
see
waffle
who
shop,
will take
oh,
it
I
in
get
the
free
end.
waffles. Then you're not getting a skin the next pack, so don't bother opening any packs. You click it again, it takes you to this. You're not getting a skin. Don't open any packs.
Also look really
If it takes you to this
because
screen,
they won against Humble,
shop,
that didn't lose a single
then
live
you
match
need to
since
buy
1 year's time.
packs.
They are Japan and
You
South
gotta
Korea,
come
they're
here
really
and buy
good at
these
skills.
ones.
Despite
This one
being the
or this
larger
one.
Jim
It
Carrier,
could be in
he's
either
trying
one.
to
You may
burn
have to
down
buy
this
both.
box. Did he pop it
But
in
you
the
will get it.
Luffy,
I'm gonna check on my mini account now.
triple hyper though, and steal.
So I think we will have to really prepare.
You predicted
well
SK versus
overdraft
Humble W?
to beat them.
No, thank you for the follow, bro. You want SK to win? Yep, that's fair, that's fair.
SK は、とにかく、スクリームの勝率も非常に高くて、さらに、ずっと大会でもいい成績を残しているので、
Joker comes forward with the shield now. Pieces trying to get active at the bottom of the map, but it might be too late. Joker picked off. Hypercharge super here for Yoshi. He destroys the Bebe.
大会でのその強さっていうのの勝負を負けないようにしたいなというふうに思います。
I didn't get any skin on the mini, guys.
And then there were 4. This weekend has had some astonishing moments, but we are not out of the woods yet. Fighting for a spot in the
Yo,
grand
Alex, same
final.
with me, bro.
Please welcome your first semi-finalist. They are SK Gaming!
Yeah, literally smooth. No, legitimately. That is exactly how it is. It's crazy. Is it semifinal? This is the first semifinal match. Oakley, Joker, Yoshi, bro. They're freaking so class.
And their opponent
Oh.
is Asia's finest. They are Crazy Raccoon.
Crazy Raccoon.
They are Milkrio and Tensai. Both dominant teams this week, but for one of them,
Dude,
the journey
Tensai, bro.
ends here.
Come on, man. Lock in.
They look thrilled to be on the stage today, and we are thrilled to have them. SK Gaming on the left-hand side, first seat of the MEA. On the right-hand side, we have the fourth seat
Dude,
of
these
East
guys are
Asia,
all
Crazy
such
Raccoon.
degens for this game, man.
Those
Like,
two regions have been
this is
standing
just
in
peak
the
life. Am I
semi-finals.
wrong? Like,
First
dedicate
place, I
your
think,
life
All-Stars.
to playing
they are
the
top
video
four
game that you
favourites,
love, bro.
basically shoe-ins to
Who doesn't
be at
wanna
the
do
upper
that?
end of the tournament, but never have they had to go up against one another.
You guys
And
just
for two teams
grind
with very
brawl
similar philosophies,
all
I think, when it comes to how they
day
draft Brawl Stars,
long.
Crazy Rat could have been very scrappy, true to the name. Whereas SK
Was there any?
Gaming
Yo, guys, there was no
in
other
terms of
QR code than that,
execution,
other than that 600 Pro
squeaky
Pass, right?
clean, elegant, and close to perfect, and how they've run their strategy into the match.
Took you to the same page, it doesn't mean anything. If it takes you to the actual shot page, then you're getting a skin, so you gotta buy packs.
Top 2 is where they
It's
made
not the
it,
final,
beaten
Danny.
Only by Humble.
Hi, Mopko, how are you?
For SK Gaming, a chance, a glimmer.
A
Hope to
global
be able to
secret,
make
yes, sir.
That top 2 that they've craved since the very dawn
Let's
of
go,
Brawl.
CR.
This
I
is
just wanna
the
see a good
toughest
game.
opposition Yet. Will they make it look that way? That's the
Only
question.
giving you waffles, and it just
Against
takes a
Crazy
while because it's a
Raccoon.
1%.
They don't
1%
take
forward.
lying down for an answer. It's down until the very final second is over.
Yeah, thank you for the follow, Vardy.
A win or a loss for them. They are impenetrable. If you look back to the LCQ, it didn't matter how many Brazilian fans were cheering against them.
Guys, we gotta keep an eye out for QR codes. Everyone in chat spam PC QR code.
I have never seen
We gotta get all of them. I gotta send them to chat.
It's lovely to see
Whose
that
team's
so
on
many
the
fans have
semifinals?
traveled here to Stockholm as well to participate in this.
Oh, dude, my phone is
adventure.
low, bruh. Why is
Make
my
sure
phone at
that
6%?
there's
I didn't. My
no-
dummy didn't charge
They are
it last
supporting
night.
them. SK Gaming with 81% also over on event.brawlstars.com.
You know what I can do?
Not only on the website, but also here in the arena. Their fans are showing up.
Undermine going to be our
Man.
first map in this
Genius.
gem
I
grab
can
to get us
plug that in
started.
when I need
First
to.
things
Power
first,
pass through.
address the issue of the Ope Tara.
Is the pin dropping?
SK Gaming always
It
looking for
should,
aggressive
and I'll take a
side laner
picture when
with
it
very
does and send it to the
good
Discord.
potential on an
If you're not in the
enemy
Discord
carrier.
yet,
That's gotta be
please
your
join.
side
It should be.
and
It's in my
straight away
TikTok
banned
bio.
out by Crazy
Yo,
Raccoon.
Volatile MK, thank you for the heart, me
Also
brother.
the power
How are
and
you
the
doing,
Nina,
bro?
which I think are really good, solid drafting sides
And at
of
20
Crazy
heart puffs?
Raccoon there,
Are you kidding
Charlie,
me?
Sandy, and the alley banned by SK Gaming. First pick.
Hi, King Emmanuel, how are you?
In now could potentially deviate towards the grey. Certainly they wanted to get their hands
Okay, we get
on
Lily
that
first pick.
pan. The Lily is a very
Come on,
aggressive
guys, gotta
one.
lock
We've
in.
seen how
Try and
dangerous
grab
SK
under
can
mine.
be with
We
it.
go Lily first pick.
Oh, it's Crazy
Lily's
Raccoon.
great
They
here.
might want
But
to have the Charlie in that back pocket.
it's weird
Had it
for
not been
first
banned
pick,
up
I
by
feel
SK, so
What
gonna
did they
have to
ban
have a
though?
good, solid response for it. Basta could
They
be
banned
that.
Charlie,
Too
but I feel
aggressive
like
to be able to
Lily can
have
still
a
get
helping
Charlie.
hand. This
Like
gadget
Charlie
will
can
help
only
him,
super her one time,
massively
and
in
it
that
takes her a
regard.
while to charge
I
her
would have
back.
been
So.
super surprised if we did not see a Lily come out of SK just now. Lily has been one of their favorite brawlers to pick on gem grab, just to get the comeback in the end. Now on the other side, Fink to hold control on lane. He's super good, maybe even as a gem carrier. Crow, one of those other brawlers that I would definitely see her for either gem carrier or lane.
Bad first pick. I agree,
Just
but
out those bushes.
There's
it's
nothing in the kit
Joker's.
for Fink, though, to deal with Lily
Wait, is
outside of the
Joker
gadget,
or
which would
OP
give
that's
you
really
at
good at
least
Lily?
some breathing room. So Crazy Raccoon need to
Either way,
work
we
into
can
their
switch,
draft
but-
and answer to this aggression.
Otis
Three things you need in
tag.
gem grab: a safe mid, an answer to a tank, just like this one here, and then of course an aggressive side laner with some form of dive yourself. The Crazy Raccoon have got most of their team comp rounded out. And what I like about their last pick being left open here is that's going to be the most definitive piece of the puzzle. How do
What's
they
OP
address
thinking?
SK's gem carrier? How do they close the gap, put pressure, and actually, inflict the threat of those gems being spilled?
Who
The
drafts for
idea of a
them?
final pick cars, they understand the Crazy Raccoon myself.
they have a
They've got
coach?
the Otis to be able to
They have
defend
to have a
against the
coach.
cars. They can dash away from it.
Am I wasted? No, I just woke up, bro.
Gus going to come in as certainly a mid choice
just
for
woke
SK
up.
Gaming, and that's shielding going to be instrumental, especially handed over to the Lily, or what could be their third and final pick. Ollie is still open here. Ruffs, though, is going to supply that drop to the opposite to themselves, buff them up, keep them nice and aggressive in terms of their HP and damage. So I like that a lot.
Crazy Raccoon still looking for a gem carrier. Is it going to be Crow, Janet maybe? Something to jump out of the way whenever Lily wants to come in close and comfy and take those gems for the side of SK Gaming. Uber, do you have any other idea?
Might still be Finks as the gem carrier. Kid here now gives you an option to go aggressive. This is pretty out there, I've got to say, especially going up against the Gus. That Kid is by no means guaranteed, especially if the Gus is able to shield the Kid's target. The Kid's target generally is going to be the Gus, who, of course, if they can recover from that dive, will be able to pick themselves back up and keep fighting. This, for me, it's a little bit rocky, this Crazy Raccoon draft. I'm not sold on it.
What will Finks do against the Lily?
It's one of those things which, as a gem carrier, those would be spending a lot of time in that mid and utilizing the shots. It's more the Kit that, for me, is a defensive measure against the Lily, whereas I feel like they could have gone with an aggressive idea more so themselves. But let's see, it will certainly be a good brawler to combine with themselves to ensure survivability of those gems. Tensai needs to hop on Milk wherever he can.
It's the little genius and his merry band up against the uncrowned kings of EMEA. Or on the jab grab, folks. And already things have got a little wrong for Tensai. But Joker showing himself so aggressively at the top of the map. It's forced an east-west split, which is not favoring Crazy Raccoon.
Boy, it's forced back. Oh, nice connection there from Tensai. OP goes down with his trays all around in that mid, leaving just 3 players
Very
down.
good.
Kudo on the side of CR means that Milk Rio can force these gems and stick straight into the pocket. SK are very slow to the mark.
Easy to forget sometimes that Finks has really high damage, so can fend for himself if he gets dived. This timing from Tensai has been fantastic. Joker has the gadget to get away from the Kid. And so far, things are looking smooth sailing for Crazy Raccoon.
Nice takedown from Joker, but he can outstay his welcome. He does. Milk Rio will punish the action and still force himself into that nice gem. There is one on the side of SK. It's a bit deep for them to go, but Moya should be able to claim that one from the mid. And it's already countdown for CR, making this one look easy.
Not quite enough respect, I think, is being paid to Milk Rio in this game. He does more than just safely collect gems. He controls the battlefield, and he hits very, very hard with these attacks. Ope able to get himself back up and alive. Milk Rio's low, eyes on the Finks. Everybody watch him in the right side corner. Joker gets away with absolute murder. Gadget isn't available. No. Tensai's out to respond, and now the countdown is resumed.
Brutal for Joker. Had that gadget been there, it could have been an answer for
escape. That
Lily
is too ridiculous.
Maximum maneuvering ability. 7 seconds of break from Yoshi.
Alright, that one looks like rap. It doesn't mean they can't.
They have to force their hand, and Tensai can jump as well, straight onto the shoulders of the teammates.
Okay.
And the first game will go the way
Crazy Raccoon takes the first one. Is he crashing? Is Ope pissed, bro?
You can see the look on Ope's face. There's some heated discussion as to what went wrong for them in that round.
That was some miscommunication or something, bro.
Ope's pissed. Into the shadow realm.
His temperature's really high, 40.
What's that things up here?
That's what we measure in the US. I'm sorry.
Than they are expecting. It's caught them off guard.
That seems really high, though.
OPE didn't look too happy in the draft too, so maybe Crazy Raccoon saw through the strategy, and the brawler picks that SK would like to have got their hands on. Either way you look at it, they've got to work with this, and I think a lot of that's going to have to come from Joker. For him, if he can just pop off, really target Milk Rio at a time when he has not got much utility. There you go, exactly that. Getting some good taps. Tensai now can finish him off, and does.
Kitty's favored in the head-to-head against Lily. We've seen that play out time after time on this map already.
Wow, bro, the control is there, man.
Draft, but the last pick, Kit seems to be the antidote to the chaos that Lily is trying to inflict on the game. Joker's ignoring Tensai, looking for Milk Rio. Almost passes him by.
Gets the gadget off and stays alive barely.
And Yoshi is not able to help Ope,
wow.
or Joker rather, in
Go
these
CR.
fights.
Who's playing next semi?
A good advantage point, but needs the support. But now he's got the hypercharge. Milk Rio is forced away from the mid, but
Humble and Revenant. Wow. Humble and Revenant.
Tensai low, he goes down, that's 3 dropped onto the map.
Joker just hypered Milk Rio, but Milk Rio's going to take him back over there and just going to take out by Tensai.
Now they're with Tensai. It might help actually on the side of SK that they are now with the Kit.
Hypercharge here for the Ruffs. That could be another Lily hypercharge, potentially, yes. Joker snaps it up, knows it's on him to go after Tensai. 7 gems on the Kid is a dangerous proposition for Crazy Raccoon, but I've got to make it work. Plenty of time in the round for Crazy Raccoon to give some space and formulate their strategy. Milk Rio is dealt with. Moya's holding a gem here and will be forced to drop him.
Moya goes down, but Tensai picks up. He needs one more.
But
If
now
they can
look
get
at
this last gem, there's not
all
enough time for
over
Blue to
this
reset and
mid.
they can
10
get away, but
try and
okay, there
break
goes the
through.
gem with
And
Blue.
all the time that they can't.
So even
This
if they get a
gem's
gem, they
fallen
can still
over to
reset with
SK.
control.
Has got a hypercharge. We know what that stun can bring on the side of the Otis. A break there from
Oh my
Yoshi.
gosh, Joker
And a
goes
gem
in for
from the
hyper.
mid.
This gets taken out.
Moya body blocked that super that came in from the Lily. Tensai is sitting pretty here at 9 gems.
Oh!
He's flattened. Gems are spilled.
See ya!
Shadow Realm can't pick them
Here
up.
comes
He's gotta
Joker.
go for the
Joker
throw,
goes.
but he is going to pull up short. Crazy Raccoon, another grim reminder of where SK came from. Tensai
Let's go,
gets
bruh.
the heals, gets away with the
Let's
haul.
go, Crazy Raccoon.
Not the start that we expected from SK Gaming.
104 is way too high of Oki. That's really bad. Dark, how are you, bro?
And they're gonna have to shake that.
You want help with,
draft
please? With
off.
what? What do you mean, Dark?
Come back fresh, come back strong. Because CR can get
Yeah,
some
next semi is
valuable
Humble and
momentum
Revenant.
off the back of this game. You know that charisma.
Yeah, great
is
job
something
from
which they are
CR.
not lacking.
Is that
on the side of
87?
Crazy Raccoon, even when they are against the match point and in the risk of being swept, they are still pretty much that team which can bring each other back in the game.
Finally, we see SK Gaming put to the test. And you can see the frustration already emerge after that first round of gem grab. There is a bit of a disconnect here between the different departments of the SK Gaming branch. Struggling, I think Yoshi getting to the game
They
at
play
a lot
that
of
so
points.
well.
The fact is, the Lily needs a bit of backup
That was like
after
almost
she
a
dies. She
flawless.
doesn't quite have the damage to burst Milkreo
Set.
down. And Tensai, with super available, can actually win that duel. It got a bit awkward with Crazy Raccoon having all their gems on the kit in the end, but the body block of the Lily super we saw from Moya was perfect, keeping Tensai out of harm's reach and allowing for Crazy Raccoon to finish the job.
And that was the key moment there for me. Milkrio's hypercharge there really did force the hand of Yoshi. And Joker had to go into the realm. I mean, the gems were dropped, but he's got to go forwards. He has not got the time to do anything but. And it just meant that Crazy Raccoon could put all their eggs in one basket, and most importantly, keep them there. One set up now,
what is
putting the
being
pressure onto SK early on.
Hi, Samis. How are you on
Moya's
YouTube?
standout
Sorry.
player for Crazy
It's
Raccoon,
hard
the
for me
one
to
I've
see
been
that because I have
watching,
this pulled up and I have my
mechanically
OBS
gifted and
pulled up right
really
now.
exerting his influence on the map. But that gem grab set for me was all
think
about
I warned back
Milkreo.
and it goes away. Whoa.
Such a problem. When he lost, I guess, his title as gem carrier in that second round, he goes on offense. He controls the map. You can see how
what do you mean, Dark?
impossible it was
You don't have to,
for
seriously.
the Gus to hit him with any of those balloons with that super
And welcome
down.
back.
It's
Hi,
been
thank you,
through the
David. Thank
draft.
you.
The Finks really, as a first pick, seems pretty obvious. to
Yeah, I don't know
hit
if I've
those.
gotten over 1 or
Much
2.
less so. Let's cast our eyes now over towards Brawl Ball. And SK
Best of
Gaming
3 or
have had
5,
a couple
best
of
of
moments
5
to catch their
sets.
breath arc. You better hope it'll be enough.
Yeah, that's what's needed. And
Best
probably
of 3
some choice
games.
words there from Pedro. Just to reset the mental, you know, remind the players who they are and what they're capable of. That's what's important here. The other thing is a good draft, and SK will need that now to take that bit of pressure off. For me here, Ruff's definitely going to be up there in terms
I
of
am
bands.
congested,
It's kind of got to
Nani,
be
I'm very
first pick
congested,
worthy.
'cause I just woke
Could be
up.
first picked here, then Otis.
Usually when I wake
and
up,
out
it
as
takes
well as
me
the
like
Mo
a couple
and the
hours,
Juju
like,
Willow,
not be
Cordelis,
congested.
and the Mina
It's cooked.
also. Other throwers then could be an option, considering that the Juju is the biggest of offenders as well as the Willow. Larry
Anyone
Laurie
have a
is an
solution
option.
for that?
Shade here definitely could have a pretty decent game as well. Let's see whether SK do go for the Ruff's first pick or whether they want to kind of commit to something else. Tankier options here are on the cards as well. Hank and various healers to back that kind
What's
of wall
first
up
pick here?
could definitely be an option here too.
Crazy Raccoon might be trying to lay a trap by
Meeple.
leaving the Hank open and instead opting to ban the Willow and the Mina. As they
Help you with
probably
what,
have to.
Dark? What do you mean?
People comes in first, of course. This is the kind of map, like many of them,
I
where
don't
they're
know
able
what
to
you-
find
I don't know
great
what you're
success. I
asking
think we've
for.
seen it in Yoshi's hands at times over the course of this tournament, and it's looked really potent. Doesn't really give away too much more about SK's wider strategy here on Sunny Soccer. There's a lot of room for those gap-closing, tankier brawlers, and Hank will be opted for first by Crazy Raccoon. SK have to game plan for this if they value the first pick of Meeple so highly. They've got to accept that they're going to lose the Hank.
Yeah, the Otis ban there is going to be a bit of a problem now. You've got to have an answer to Hank. I mean, it's definitely with SK's potential to bring in Shelly in moments like this even, as OP is a fantastic one at that and a big comfort pick for them. But the Jae Yongs will make the Hank
and
even more
they
dangerous.
just throw
Ali
here.
is an option as well if they want to go on the aggressive and just fight fire with fire. But this Hank is a problem. Even Macy is an
Barley,
SK
bro.
Gaming pick that would help in hand in this kind of situation. And it
Amazing.
is actually going to come in. I think that's wise because OP is fantastic. It's a brawler that many squads do not deviate towards, but it makes
Free
a
game
ton
to
of
SK.
sense. Resetting that Hank bubble is what it's all
Prawn
designed
red.
for.
Yeah, and there's no part of Macy's game in which he's really weak. At long range, of course,
wants
is where she's
80
at her best in
scans to get
terms
the
of her
QR
main
for
attack
icon.
as it accelerates the longer it's in the air. But
Dark,
defensively,
I
she has a
don't
super
really
that can
know
inflict a
you,
slow
you know,
on
I've
people.
never talked
She
to
has
you,
a
so
gap
I
close
can't
on
really
disengage
just
ability.
advertise
and you
your-
can combo that together to very quickly emerge to
your
the midst of
QR
her
code.
opponents, and Shade will round this comp out. Now make no mistake,
Easy's too
this is
bad.
not the tankiest setup for SK Gaming. This setup is going to require them to be aggressive.
Guys, I don't know about
they
the
must
Shade.
come forward on the map here because they need to constantly apply pressure to nullify the consistent healing that Moya's going to put out,
Lazy
plus the
Shade. This
innate
is so weird.
tankiness and sustain that Hank boasts, especially with
And then
his
they go
own
kit
hyper
again, bro. Yeah, that's what I'm
Again,
saying, 87. I
there's
have
no
no idea.
answer to this.
I don't
It's gonna be
understand these pros drafts.
one of those small finals. Oh my word.
There's no answer to
I'm
this.
just going to keep bringing it feels.
This could be very,
These
very
pros
dangerous
drafts
for
make
SK
no
Gaming.
sense.
And now it forces them as well to
Yeah,
try and
free
double
game
up on
CR.
the kit when they dive in as opposed to just trying to play their own lanes.
See if kit works
and if
out
you're playing
here for them.
Shade, you're not really in a position to do much about that. If one of your teammates gets doped by the kit, you kind of just have to look on and hope that your other teammate is clued in enough to assist them. Tensai, once again, will be on the kit. It was
Exactly,
instrumental in
Global.
that previous
That's
set. And now we head out to
I got
Sunny
no
Soccer
idea.
for our second set. Crazy Raccoon have issued a challenge. A gauntlet has been thrown. And it's up to SK to respond.
Well, Yoshi already tapping. He was doing a beautiful meeple game earlier. The kick can jump out of the box. That's the problem now as well. So people's scouting going to be a little bit less effective. Joker with some huge arms. Diamond Warrior gets it off the Jae-Young. It's not enough to stop the early goal of SK.
If SK can drag Crazy Raccoon out to the open and sort of peg these shots at them, it's going to be hard for CR to have more than one player to defend. Moy's being ignored for the most part. Ope's happy just to fire free shots in the direction of the Hank. Can dive
Joker's
close
very
up with
good.
that gadget, should be required. Nicely done. Ope's able to assist Joker when he gets doped by the kid. Now Moy is in
Dang.
trouble. There's the bubble reset off the super.
Oh
and it's an
my,
instant kill
bro.
here onto the Hank.
It's all about the comfort picks, baby. I love to see it. OP did a fantastic job there on defense. Exactly what Joker needs to survive that scenario.
The
Tenzo
comfort
has
picks,
now
bro.
got jump. Moya trying to find that bubble connection, but slightly missing. There's the long arm swipe of Joker, keeping CR on their toes. Josh just trying to tap in to Moya and Tensai.
So much healing available here to Moya, of course, with Tensai sitting in the backpack. Joker's just got to
They
get
got
out
it,
of that.
man.
There's no
Yes.
No hope. Crazy Raccoon spot the equalizer.
Fiber charge from Yoshi. They're gonna have to utilize it as much as possible. Great taps onto Tensai. He's forced to jump onto the shoulders.
And they may be
of his
cooked
teammate.
here.
OP even
Jay's
massive
trying,
ability.
but he's not
Oh
gonna
my
be able to do
God,
it.
cycling in.
Oh my gosh, hold on.
Easy goal.
No, it's
Real
over.
falls.
Okay.
It's the SK that
That
get
can be.
themselves the game.
I don't know how Crazy Raccoon
There's a
can
key weakness
revamp
with
that
using
one
the
to
kit
come
super
back.
defensively like that onto one of your teammates. It prevents you from spreading effectively across the map to defend against these thrusts from SK. Moya is forced to move front
Why
and
Shade?
center when he has that kit super
These
on
picks are
him.
weird to get
Otherwise,
there.
the
Apparently
ball
they're
will slip
comfort
past, just like it did there.
Really powerful stuff. Exactly what SK need, but this set's still all up for grabs. They can't get too cozy in that regard. Fist long arms there from Joker, as Tensai just playing it cautiously in that mid. Gonna have some helping hand speed from Milk Rio shortly. OP considering bringing the ball back, maybe even there, but thought better of it. Tensai goes for the jump, will not survive it. Yoshi low HP is gonna have to heal up.
It's a miracle that the Meeple gets out of that one alive, I'll be honest. Yoshi living to fight yet another day. Joker caught in a bit of a compromising spot. Amoya's healthy. This is dangerous. When you have a Hank crossing into your half of the field at full health, you have to have your wits about you. Tensai has a super, can take out one of the defenders, render them completely useless, but instead wants to just
No way. Oh my gosh, gotta get him. Oh my gosh, no, they're still good
The
this
ball is
though.
cleared, but it may not be for long enough. Tensai can pass to Moya, and Crazy Raccoon can get
Wow.
on the board first.
Yeah, good to see no signs of fumbling, because sometimes moments like that when the pressure is on you,
free game for
they can
CR,
get the better
guys.
of you, but it's
What are we
Crazy
saying?
Raccoon, they've got ice in their veins. Yoshi placing down
SK just won the last
Tensai in the
game.
cardboard box, and the hypercharge from Moya could be brutal. Pushing down this left-hand side, no signs of scoring now, the hypercharge is popped, and Moya goes on to the aggressive torpedoes for the healing. Joker low HP, Tensai will finish him off, a pass through, but Yoshi's there still. Now he goes down to Milk Rio, and surely now CR can
Wow. Okay, so they do make the right adjustments.
Keeping it interesting, Crazy
Let's see who
Raccoon
takes the set.
again. If SK take their foot off the gas for a second, if they let their Hank
Nice,
keep their side of the
2017.
field at full health,
Jesse, how are you?
they don't really have the burst damage to take him
W,
out.
Crazy Raccoon.
Tensai was lingering there, looming with that.
Good morning, Jesse.
And SK knew they'd be down to 2 players in order to defend.
early swipes. from Joker. Tensler coming back here as well, as he says that OPE might be trying to go on the aggressive.
Hi, Yasmin. How are you? MM69. How are you? Make the face cam bigger. I can adjust that later.
Tapping to this right-hand side, and now Tensai's in a dangerous spot, especially here. Joker now, Setman's going down and does. This is the good stars here from CR.
Yoshi's stuck in the corner and he doesn't have the space to heal because he needs to fire off these shots. He's going to go down in this bubble. Moya picks him up. Joker has to go aggressive. He needs to clear these offenders out. Fish torpedoes used. Tensai with a dive, and Joker, there's no help for him. Great spot to find that kid super. And SK can only look on as they lose their captain.
Yeah, Joker couldn't get himself inside the wall in time, and now straight off the spawn and trying to get maximum value. But
Oh, no, it looks like they're going down here. Wait, Moya gets there, though.
Moya's going to go for
oh my gosh,
here,
it's a stun.
A great gadget from Yoshi. He might give the ball away, choosing to retain it. But Joker coming back now with OPE just in the nick of time.
SK need a meeple super to get some poke down on Crazy Raccoon.
Oh!
It's too easy to dodge away from these.
How does he not get a shot on Joker? That Loki just cooked him.
Doing full damage. He's able at least to clear them some room. Now, you have what you need for SK. Meeple super in the middle. Give Ope clear sight lines to land these shots. He's got the defensive option in the super. Keep an eye out for that.
What a dash from Joker there to avoid
Double
kill. It's the double. Can Yoshi pass it forwards now? Milk Brews, the last man standing for CR. And SK need this set. It's in. SK Gaming get the goal that they need. And the timer is low. Surely now they can just hold their own. It could be a set.
No one knows how to park the bus like SK Gaming, but it's a new era for this team, and they've got teeth this time around. Joker charges forward, going for it. Ope here, able to pass the ball up, but Joker is too low. That offense fizzles out for SK Gaming, but they can fall back to halfway. They've got to respect this kid's super arc.
Joker has got to have a charge as well. He's going to need it really for his team now,
Moya.
especially now that Tensai has joined
Moya.
Moya.
He's not there to support them, though.
Goes for the pass, actually, and Joker always went for it. CR baiting it. Yoshi there, though, for support pass.
It's an open goal!
And that's an open goal! No matter what, surely.
Wow, bro.
SK Gaming keep themselves alive. They
Dude.
bring back a set.
What's good, Acorn?
That's more like it.
Bro.
SK Gaming, not old SK Gaming, it's the new look.
Yo, we've got a sweat fest. 1-1 tied, set to set. Going to the third set. Hot zone.
Joker leads the way, charging up the map, looking to get.
Let's check for pins, guys. Keep an eye out for pins.
Multi-taps were absolutely instrumental. 385 damage on Maisie, who we rarely see since 2023. Makes her way back in and shows us how potent her kit is against this Hank composition.
It's funny that so many teams have deviated away to other brawlers when it comes to answering the Hank. But OP was always so good with Maisie. And it's not in the worst of spots, showing just how beautiful he can make it work. Joker as well had a tough time in that game because ultimately Jae Young with the Weekend Warrior gadgets can just punish the action if he wants to go on the aggressive. He's going to be more calculated in that approach. For SK Gaming, that was a must-win set in my opinion, just based purely on how they looked off the back of that first set defeat. They have to have some.
Kit was an epic? No. Kit was not an epic. Part of the reason that they won, Anna.
There are so many things that need to go right for them here.
Damn CR selling. I mean, there's the reason that they had a chance, okay.
Yoshi, the prime facilitator here. Those supers,
when they were like cohesive and the second round, like it was actually good.
Block your line of sight as Macy, and your main tool is your ability to get that damage from a safe distance. If the Maple super
Yo, floor and W, bro. Let's go, nice, bro. Yeah, that was my bad. I misspoke.
Because they have the secret weapon. It's Joker on the shade.
Say your name, please.
Parents in the crowd. You know that they're going to be
Tar. What? Tata?
So far,
I have no idea what you're saying. Thank you for sending that, Acorn.
Smiles start to shine on their faces because it was a very different story in that first.
Hey, what's good, Gaming Head Junkie? How are you, bro?
It made Brawl Ball going their way, but now on to Dueling Beetles and Hot Zone. You've got to be very cautious here. It's a very unforgiving map. Brawls like Pam for survivability, rough to bring your teammates really into the forefront.
Hi, Lily.
Consideration here. Kaze as well. Those aggressive brawlers and the tanky ones too. The Hanks, you can be sure they're not banned. They're probably going to be picked. Let's see how the teams are feeling about the bans are in Juju, Ruffs, and Charlie for SK, Pam, Hank, and Mina for Crazy Raccoon.
If the winds are blowing
good falling
the
hard,
right
bro.
way, we might have a Yoshi Gale game on our hands. We've seen less and less of that pick, but in the lead up, we realize that it can be
Who's
very,
gonna win
very
this game? I have no
powerful on
idea.
this
It
map.
depends on draft.
Finks comes in for SK. Just incredible. As part of SK's game plan, we saw this earlier today. They just rotate one player at a time onto the hot zone at all times. Finks is going to assist with that staying
Yo, it's
power.
good for him.
SK Gaming, especially between Ope and Yoshi, always have someone rotating in and out. The PAM is not going to be an option for them. And that sustain was kind of part of the game plan that lets them always have someone's foot on the point. They need to find another form of sustain innately if they can get it. And damage mitigation via Finks' super can certainly help.
Meeple coming in for Crazy Raccoon. A very dominant gadget that can just really ensure that the entirety of your opposition cannot reach the zone. Legendary drop coming forwards as well. Fingers crossed for you, my man. Let's see what we get.
What do we got? Okay,
I hope and pray that you get your wish.
He better add you. That is next level, brother. Hats off to you.
Insane. These kids,
Okay, Crazy Raccoon, you're of course looking for our next pick in the draft. It's going to be the Crow. Now, again, Crow's shield is massive. 40% damage reduction. That's flat. It's not up to a certain amount. It's 40% for the whole duration of those 3 seconds. That makes this Crow, which only has about 5,500 health, actually much tankier than he seems, especially against sources of high burst damage. So keep that one in your back pocket. Boy will also have the ability to dive in to try and clear out anyone from SK who's trying to heal up, who's trying to get out of the fight. Again, the game plan, remember, is slow and steady for SK. They really are patient. They just make sure they're always getting percentage. Gray here, I feel like, is a great round out to this setup. Hank is not available, so you don't have that combo at your disposal. But there are a number of brawlers you can send hurtling towards Crazy Raccoon, and Draco will be the choice for SK Gaming.
That's a big pick for Crazy Raccoon, so credit to SK. Take it off the board, use it for yourselves. Makes a ton of sense. The last stand, of course, as a gadget, will keep the Draco alive for much, much longer with the ability to slow down time with the Finks. Those dodges and jukes will be much easier to do. The flames are going to be coming at Crazy Raccoon in full force. Gale is their answer. It's not a bad one in my opinion, and a good shout from you as well. I think on this map it makes a lot of sense. Not necessarily top of the meta,
I don't know who else
but definitely a
worked,
circumstantial brawler that can get some good value.
I feel like
Should
it
go
is
wash, it
congestion,
fell
though.
off, bro.
Crazy
I mean,
Raccoon
maybe
realize
not
they've
for
not
this,
been able to
though.
secure the
It's gonna
Draco, and there's no tank that they really feel comfortable pitting into them, so they have to take a countermeasure. We know how powerful Gale is, but he can really struggle in some of those longer lanes. He has to go up against Finks and Ray, two brawlers that will have his number. This has to be a perfect Gale game, even if he's well positioned against the Draco. There's so much else at work.
Milgrea's going to be running Twister, and if they can get deep in within that center area to place it down, it will block off SK, and Draco will really have to bring those dimensional doors in another side for his team. So far, it's Crazy Raccoon now tiptoeing their way onto the zone as SK has a pretty decent start for the most part. And now OP already brings the flames to the party.
Now, Joker steps up and then TP's out. He baits the dive in from Moyer and then cleans him up. SK have a slim lead, but Joker is not healthy enough to fight. He'll send some shots out, but this will further delay things. But that dimensional door will allow for Ope to appear in the midst of the point, but he doesn't have time to use that last stand gadget at all.
It disappears equally as quickly as appearing. Now,
wait, they're Loki dodging.
Support here on Milgrio. He will slow down OP.
It's not going to be enough though.
Okay,
Okay, he's going to start.
And now it's going to be SK Gaming that are doing a
started to get a
fantastic
bunch of
job
chains.
this mid. Hypercharge
Alright,
in
Tensai
the but look
hypercharges.
at that. That's exactly what you want. Bring in a Finks for. These shots can be much easier to avoid.
Bro is Neo right now. Yoshi dodging as much as he possibly can, and he's done enough. SK now have a nice, healthy lead, and Ope's going to be knocked back.
Wow.
Hooper, though, not able to stay in the fight.
But they're
SK
gonna be
still
right
have
back with the
dimensional door
TV.
in play. Joker actually has that expire. To be Ope now under hypercharge conditions. They're going to go for it here. Walking Cane doesn't hit, but it doesn't have to. Ope never had to use the super until now. And Milcrio, in a song of fire and ice, it's going to be the Draco that wins out, and that's dangerous. He almost delivered Draco in his own teammates' midst, but Moy was able to capitalize, pick him off. SK have a lead. Now, they've got to capitalize.
Back to the Finks to gadgets. No dice. OP trying to push his way forwards now with the Lick of Flame. The Joker has as well a dimensional door. So far, Crazy Raccoon holding very much firm on this zone. A jump down from Moya.
Oh
A
my
trade
gosh.
there as well, but Yoshi the one versus
Oh!
two is really going to struggle as Crazy Raccoon keep the high ground. One last ditch attempt from OP.
Wow!
And it's not enough for SK. Crazy Raccoon will get the first
W
hit.
Crazy Raccoon.
You can see how much harder it is for us.
Yo, this is so crazy, bro.
They need to take more risks. And frankly, they need to generate more of those Sphinx supers. Yoshi needs to be able to hit these shots or just be set up in a position to connect them more frequently. Once that super's in play, you don't need healing. You have damage mitigation of a sort.
Good Wolf and Kane connection off the bat from Joker. Yoshi couldn't quite finalize the shots from Milgria, but it's not too much of a hassle for now. But OP is surely going to fall here, and he does. And now it's going to put a lot of pressure onto the shoulders of Joker. So Bryce didn't actually going to TP in on the throw there.
Do it now.
Just to secure the lane, allow Yoshi to go straight towards the mid, but going to set it up for his teammates, as it's more important to have that Draco contest.
Okay, yeah, that TP's just being set up for Rope to make use of. So all eyes here on this Draco. Can he make enough space? That is some sharp shooting from Joker, and that's going to buy SK Gaming back into the lead.
Joker now trying to kill Milgria low, but not quite going to be enough there. Goes down very quickly. Tenside popping there, hypercharge as well. That's, beautiful fixed gadget. Super there, just slowing everything down. Joker coming in straight in with a shield.
Yeah, all right, this is SK's game now.
Yoshi's super.
See, I think they sold last game.
The fixed hypercharge. That was massive, but we need more from Yoshi. He needs to connect some more of these shots. He's built another super for the next fight. That is going to be a big deal. And here comes Ope. Joker again. Snaps out Milgria, and Moya's running out of options. OK Gaming threatening to run away with the round now. Yoshi steps up, still shielded from the hypercharge TP, and Ope is front.
I think last round Joker low-key sold. He messed up his
super.
TP.
It's a hypercharge, in fact. There's no way into this game for Crazy Raccoon. SK shut them out.
Yeah, see, much different game. It was so close to the first one.
And he had to.
Yeah, first game was really lucky.
Away. CR were just target practice.
Now it's going the way it's supposed to.
This is so important for both of these two sides. One game
Joker's
for
carrying what Joker sold the first game.
Hey
dummies, how are you, bro? Dummies does.
That was much better from SK, but as we know, Crazy Raccoon,
I want Crazy Raccoon to win, but I don't think
solid comp.
they can do much here.
Keep bringing in the
Yo, plus 10 for the Harvey, bro.
Already a lovely walking cane from Joker. And immediately Moya goes down.
And Ope is so far up the map, still alive. That is massive. He'll just get some free capture progress here. Use the healing, the innate healing his star power offers him, and keep stacking up the Benjamins. 24% and counting. And SK Gaming looks like they might have figured it out.
We'll jump in from Milgria. And there's the time warp. It actually does kill the eyes there of Yoshi. Missed Walking Kane as well from Joker on the left-hand side. And a big
But think of the 4 GGs, think of the 5 GGs.
Last stand for OPE, stays alive a little bit longer. Moya's getting trade. Yoshi now low, he's going to fall, but already 60% for SK.
And this is what they want to do, rotate onto the point, just throw themselves now at Crazy Raccoon. They've got such a lead, and Ope appears in a flourish of flame. Tensai at risk of being burnt to
Yo,
a
Mr.
crisp.
Finland, how are you, bro? Yes, I do remember.
76% and counting. SK Gaming are relentless. They are a tsunami, and they refuse to be washed away. Moya now can only look on. He doesn't have the health to contest this. And SK Gaming find the right answer amidst the chaos. Crazy Raccoon.
All right, so lucky first win from Crazy Raccoon, and then that happens.
You can see the difference in SK there. Those celebrations very
Yacht Mitch is a crazy,
because they know how important this next set is. It could be the set to land them into a grand finals on the world stage for the first time in their careers. Match stats in
Busting
Moya
for the 3
couldn't have
roses.
done more. 15 kills, 390 DPS for Tensai. But what a tough one. Again, that combination of the Draco, the Grey, it was just such a rounded drop for SK. Everyone doing their bit and
One
just
bar
working together harmoniously.
It's pretty insane that Joker actually has the highest capture percentage on his team. And that really is because he is able to win these duels.
You're rooting for Crazy Raccoon,
he's landing those
but
shots
I don't know. I mean, they got outdrafted there.
Grey is front and center in the eye of the storm for so much of this round. And I got what I asked for from Yoshi. The fixed supers were on point. Getting to TP your team back into a hot zone that's already
Level
occupied
2,
by a
yes,
fixed super
sir.
means that you can hang around for so
Plus
much
ego.
longer. And that
You're
was
lagging so bad.
with SK Gaming's 50% lead they had in that last round. Try as they might, Crazy Raccoon couldn't clear SK off the point for long enough to get back in the game. There were always a pair of boots in the middle.
See, Joker messed up his TP in round 1, bro.
SK have done fantastically well. But as we've seen just yesterday, CR do not take these games lightly. They are, if I had to place my chips on any team, one that would take it to a final set more often than not.
Hot potato.
The focus of OPE. Keeping himself in the zone. He is fully locked in this draft. needs to be one for SK Gaming that Pedro can bring out all the stops.
Why do people call your
Crazy
Go Tensai
Raccoon, they
watch?
finished
Because
second
he didn't play very
in
well.
last year's World Finals. They may not get the chance to battle for it this time if things continue.
He hasn't had a great
Hot
finals
Potato, it will be our fourth set
World
in this
finals
series, and if you're
performance.
Crazy Raccoon, you know you can't beat out SK on preparation at this point. The only way you take this team down is by testing their ability to adapt. You have to throw a curveball at them, something out of left field, something unexpected that takes them just a little bit too long to calibrate to.
No Spike, please. No curveballs. I'm not right now.
Not a terrible map for Spike historically, but I don't think it's the time to bring that brawler out. But something
little kids,
a little
though.
different, something special needs to come
That's
from the
their goat right
mind
there.
of the little genius.
Those little kids, that's their goat right there.
The Berry and the Chuck, the Carl, the Ruffs, and
Yeah,
the
let's see it,
Shade.
Fallen.
A big ban for me as SK play a lot of Carl here. Carl's going to be the first pick for Crazy Raccoon over to SK. See how
Global
they will
Secret, it
fare
doesn't work
with
like
this
that in
one.
pros.
Lily is a big one that is left open here. You need something like that when the Chuck is banned. Melody's a much more East Asia pick currently in the meta, but if SK don't snap it up, maybe Crazy Raccoon could do the same when it comes back around. Macy as well for SK
Yeah,
is a very
sorry.
defensive brawler, which they sometimes like to bring in. I much prefer seeing it in Gem Grab though earlier, rather than maybe here.
Go on the table.
Still some options. Amber can have a good game here as well. Certainly to burn that bush in the middle can absolutely change the whole entire
Notice
game.
gets taken. That's good.
The elephant in the room is always going to be the Miko
That's just
potential.
defense straight
This
up.
map is a bit more open in the middle, so
They go
it's
for
somewhat
Lily.
harder for him to
Alright, so
approach the safe, but not
they could go-
impossible here.
Dude, I don't think
Crazy
Miko's
Raccoon
actually
are
gonna get
probably
taken.
waiting
Maybe
for a
Miko
green
does,
light to
but
pick that
doesn't.
one last here. They need to see what SK Gaming's overarching game plan is likely to be. The Kaza gives them that burst of aggression. That, though, is mirrored
need
in
some
the form
defense.
of the Lily for SK Gaming.
They take
And of
Cord.
course, you have the stopping power
Oh,
of
Cord's
that
banned.
Odin. Something, if you can hit the Miko, and only if, can be very, very good to stop him in his tracks.
RT.
RT, though, very well behaved, very patient entry into the draft for Crazy Raccoon. But what will be the X factor here?
You're
Will they
becoming
be
an
putting their
SK.
eggs in the Kaze basket? Or is this
I
something
don't
a
know,
little bit
we'll
off the
see. I
wall
hope they
to
do.
throw
I
into
hope
the
they win
mix?
this one. Either way, I
Well,
want a
definitely-
2-2 and go to set 5. That would be nice.
A very
serious. Oh my
directed
God,
response
guys, that's
to the Lily on the side of SK Gaming. The third and final brawler coming in now. They've got the Kazi to help run it down. They could double down in that regard with Draco. They sometimes bring it in, not for me, but for them.
All good, Fallen. All
This whole
good, bro.
Ems is like a weird one. That's the top of
This
their
is the
pick.
highest. What do you mean by
They're
that?
not going to bring the Ems. It is going to be the Draco. I don't necessarily mind it. They're going to be full forcing the safe. And the Otis is going to have its work cut out for it on the side of SK. They've got to have something
Dude, I
maybe
don't
more
know,
on defense or offense here.
Yeah, maybe.
I
SK
don't know.
Gaming probably feel like if they have their Otis running on all cylinders, it will be enough to stop Tensai, at least in their tracks, or whoever it's going to be on Draco
So
duty.
Moyo went RT. They
The last pick, I'd like to see them actually go for something a bit more audacious, something that furthers their game plan in the offensive capacity. See how they want to round this out. I don't think going for
Tara.
a sustain option here, and I love this. I absolutely love this. Tara, of course, going to be pretty punishing through the bushes and in those side lanes. And if she's able to dig herself in behind enemy territory, it's an issue.
I don't
The Super
understand it,
also
but
boasts
nice.
some serious
All
stopping
good,
power
Avon.
against the
Welcome
Kaze or Draco, respectively.
I don't mind it. I don't know
Surprised
whether
by
I
who wins.
love
Okay,
it,
sounds good.
but it's certainly a brawler which has gone from a different place, from being more of a kind of meme-worthy ladder type brawler to put the pets onto the safe now since the rework. It's definitely much better for Tara. But let's see, certainly the gravity that for me is more exciting, being able to ensure that
Yo,
kind
let's
of
see if the Tara pick
interaction with the Draco. And maybe even the Kaze, if they can secure it down.
Nice. I don't know.
Pets, no doubt will get that vision. and
Obviously,
that ability
Joker has
to
a
think
reason
through the bush
for it,
as
bro.
well.
Yeah, it is the spicy
He's
pick. Make
sneaking
no
up,
mistake.
he's
Look,
using
Joker close
speed
to
and
capture on Moya.
bushes.
Legs are dropped, and
Oh,
I don't
low
think
key,
they
that
mind too
sweats,
much.
bro.
Joker going to double back here and try and deal
That's
with
like getting
Tensai.
some good
Yoshi
damage
will
down
have his
with
hands full,
Chris.
like
Ope
you
getting some
mentioned.
good
It's up to
damage
Ope here to do most of the safe damage.
Moya
Gravity
is
used
trying
to
to
try and bring
defend here.
Tensai down, and eventually he is
going
stopped,
to be able
but at
to.
quite a steep cost.
Good trade there for SK. 6% more than
but
that
now
of Crazy
Crazy
Raccoon's
Raccoon's
damage.
not popped yet.
Tensai now lurking that
That's
right-hand
actually
side,
not
and OP's got to stay on top of it. He can't really go on the aggressive yet.
Ope trying to dodge here. Pretty well positioned to fight Tensai. Fist to the Brawl Star. They try and cross the map.
Wait,
Damage on
wait,
the
wait.
stage here coming
Tensai's
from Joker.
selling,
Just
bro.
pummeling it. Moya trying to shoot down at this
Tensai's
Tara.
selling, bro.
They already dealt with when Tensai
He used
comes
the
back
wrong
up
super on the stage.
Ope flashes yet another super, but it's a gadget use instead. He knows he's going to have to deal with his RT. Very defensive play here for Moya. Milkroy is going to be muted up. Yoshi and Ope should be able to deal with him now, and that Draco super will burn Otis almost to the ground. It's a healthy lead, all things considered, though, for SK.
Yoshi's awareness of range is scary, just keeping himself alive there. And CR now can't push it as heavily. Joker back. And it's got the hypercharge as well. Great legs there from Moya though. Danger here for SK Gaming now. Moya now pushed back.
Hyper.
And Yoshi and Joker trying to make a run for it. Shut down again by the hypercharge of Moya, allowing Tensai to skate through this mid.
It looks like SK might be moving into a bit of a race stance here, but Ope gets cut short. Milcreo has the presence of mind to come off spawn and deal with him now. SK safe knocked. Joker again with yet another gravity. Milcreo's going to be next up to the plate.
He actually has the Milcreo uses hyper, is shredding! Team wipe!
God, that hypercharge is filthy. Crazy Raccoon have knocked the safe down to its last stage, and SK
Pops again! Takes him out! Gets the super!
Keep him alive, he's not done yet. Yoshi will steal it, but the legs
Boom!
go down yet again.
Oh my gosh!
Raccoon. SK clear it up now, they've got 25 seconds on the clock.
Tensai's gonna go down, he can switch in.
Milcreo's trying to run it down this left-hand side.
Joker's gonna try and hypercharge through the middle of the map, but catches Milcreo. Tensai also went down.
I was
Ope is
alive.
alive. He's still kicking. And gotta look at that.
He's gonna get that too. Oh my gosh, he gets taken out.
Tensai,
Tensai, you have hypercharge, go!
8 seconds left, but
Finally hits it. Goes down to take it out. Here goes Moya. Wow, bro, that was so sweaty. That was so sweaty. Crazy Raccoon takes it. Oh my sweat fest, bro. Dummies, that was insane. Yeah, I know, I saw, dummies. He used the wrong one. My lord, bro. Let's go, Crazy Raccoon.
SK had a good showing, and they still have a lead in sets. But that might not be the case if this game goes the way
Yeah, Tensai, let's not do that again. Let's not use the wrong Schmeat on the high save.
This composition looks pretty terrifying in their hands.
It's 1 crit, 2 crit. Gets 2 crit.
Access to that safe one way or another. But in much the same way as the previous round.
Nothing global. Tensai was just low-key selling for a little bit.
Yeah, very solid stuff there from OPE. And now Yoshi and Joker can stay in this mid. Joker coming back though. Needs to stay on Tensai. Milcreo on this right-hand side. They can't feed him nearly as much as the last game. That hypercharge was absolutely devastating.
Oh my gosh,
OP going straight for him as well, getting some great taps. And he goes down. Tensai now going to be scrutinized between Yoshi and Joker.
Tensai's done well to stay alive here, but he's not actually further in the game plan. Ope comes out of the shadow room, and Moya's going to be muted up instantly. Now SK, another fat splatter on the safe could be huge. I think it was used just earlier on by
SK's
Yoshi
got this one
in
for
mid.
sure.
So SK will settle for another safe knock. One shot for Joker will bring out the shield.
I'm loving the adaptation from SK, but it is very, very close still.
My
the gravity
gosh.
kept Moya on his feet. It was not enough to take him down. Yoshi getting some great value to Tensai. He's got there the fast splatter into the mid, forcing Tensai to the right there.
He also has a super. This is big. Next time Milcreo steps up, he could be in deep trouble. Gets into dragon form now, so Ope simply just dives down. Onto the safe we go. Once again, Moya defending it adequately, but there's a lot of damage coming from SK Gaming, and their defense this time, has been really solid.
Joker's been playing out
of
his mind,
Yoshi
staying on
just gets a
Tensai now,
crazy
though,
kill.
going on the aggressive. He knows piercing damage is very important to get down now. Secure that final crack as SK Gaming just continue
Moya
their
pops
assault
hyper
on
to
the
defend,
safe.
but it's not going to be able to do enough.
From Moya, but OP is going
Oh my gosh, Moya with the tanks.
It's left on 1%. Yoshi is there.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my word.
Wait, we made...
106 HP.
Nah, it's over.
It's all
Joker can just super it.
SK Gaming and this game win. And surely now OP going out straight on it.
All right, hold on. So
Really brutal round there.
now we're at the final. Oh my gosh, this
SK
is...
have a way of really taking a chokehold of a round early and not letting go.
No, Tensai is sound.
This time they get
Yeah,
away
he
with it
is.
again.
He's a lot back in.
Off the break, they look really good. These fat
Otis
spiders
is
on
very
the
good.
safe also really
Welcome
starting
back,
to add
Mom.
up, but it's the defensive Tara supers from Joker.
Yeah, you're right. They do
That'll
need
make all
Milcreo's
the
hyper.
difference.
They need to clean the game up. They need to clean the game up.
It
Yo,
makes
Moya
much
is
difference to
carrying,
last
bro.
game.
Moya
Moya's
is the
got
only reason that
defense
they
this
even
time round.
close.
Only 6% there for SK
Tensai, you
Gaming.
gotta clean your game up.
Now a chance for us to
Make some space for Milcreo.
utilizing those legs.
Get his hyper.
And that's speed here. Milcreo is lurking on that right. A great move from Yoshi. A swift and early takedown.
Joker marked up briefly here. Needs to have his wits about him. Bit of chip damage for SK on Crazy Raccoon's safe. He's left him in a decent standing here. They now need to get past Crazy Raccoon, who are playing a lot slower. You can see they've gone down a gear. Ope doesn't want to fight the Draco. He's been able to bait the super out of Milcreo and might just have to super him himself. Last stand gadget could be a problem, but Ope deals with it. And goodness, Joker handles Tensai with grace.
Same as Yoshi. They've got a lot of weight on their shoulders, but they're already putting up the best they can. Moya will fall now, and a real chance for OPE to be able to skate on through and go into the realm. He's going to do that with the hypercharge. It's going to bounce, but not find a connection. Tensai onto the safe now, and Joker's going to use the gravity. He gets a good shot on him and secures the kill. And now the damage rains down for SK, and they get the safe crack.
Timely gadget used there by Moya. He would have gone.
Moya's in flow state, bro. Moya's gonna, if they win this game, it's all because of Moya. Moya's locked the heck in, bro. Moya gets 2. Oh my gosh, Yoshi gets him. Tensai, switch and freaking throw your super, dog. What are you doing, bro? There we go. Get some damage, get some crits, good pop. Here comes Moya. Joker with hyper. Gets one on Moya. Moya uses super at the right time. Soaking up a ton of damage. Here comes Ope. Does not go down to Tensai. Tensai's waiting.
Is exposed anywhere. There's no place to hide now for CR. They're going to have to utilize that right. OP on the right-hand side has got the hypercharge as well. He's looking for that safe. Tensai's low, but he's got Fanstorm too. SK coming back to defend it. They do not want to
Joker's
risk it.
Ope's hypercharge is scary.
Superstorm being flashed, the bounce off the wall is
Holy
immaculate. And
just
Ope's able to deal
absolutely
with
clips him.
Tensai. Traded out instantly there. But good.
Joker's muted, goes down. Moya with the defense of his life. He's just playing. Moya is in flow state, bro.
Crazy Raccoon have a slim lead, but that Fanstorm is going to
Finally, Tensai gets one down. Here comes Moya again. Here comes Milkrio. Tensai, do it! Pop! Yo, Moya just had the game of his life, bro. That was all Moya, all the way, bro. Tensai was selling. Moya needs to be glazed, bro. Oh my goodness. Moya, wow. That's crazy. Legit, put him on the back, backpacked. Oh my, look at the Moya and Yoshi with the defense. My gosh, man. I mean, Tensai was doing his damage. He was actually getting his damage. He was getting his crits on safe. Guys, that was... I think Tensai could still have done more. But, jeez, bro.
This Kaze play from Tensai, immaculate, incredible safe pressure. Even with defensive tools, 2 of them, in fact, Tara and Otis, are not enough to stop the little genius as he drives his team to a decider set.
Clutch, come on. Oh my.
And this year, SK Gaming have staked everything on their BSC campaign, everything on this Hail Mary, this grasp for glory. And now, it all hangs in the balance.
Sierra wins. Turn your friend into a femboy.
What a crazy turn of events. 5th and final set. You absolutely love to see it. Potential possibility of a grudge match grand finals at this rate. Who knows?
Nah, Moya, that was just crazy, bro. The defense of his life.
The CR, they're just going to take this one game at a time. Right now, this is going to be their biggest test. The ice in those veins. SK are so hungry for this. They've never made the grand finals at the world finals. They wanted it more than anyone this year, in my opinion.
They're hype, bro.
SK are allowed at the best of times, and they are ready for a party.
Keep an eye out for QRs, guys. I think after this set, guys, we're going with set 5. Oh my goodness, this is so sweaty. Yeah, dummies for sure. Peace Fallen. FUSK, Moya MVP. Yo, this is one of those caps again, bro. Are we serious? We're doing this right now?
Rascal spirit is being drawn out in moments like this. Crazy Raccoon of themselves, the fans, the organization. It's a heavy burden to bear.
He got a poopy star power.
As Crazy Raccoon, once again, that threatened to get in their way. The first time these 2 teams have faced in a matchup of consequence.
Because he just got a star drop. Star power.
It doesn't get any better than this.
I didn't even see what one he got either.
It's the draft, then we go. The New Horizons bands are Charlie, Ollie, and Jaeyong, the Gene, the Squeak, and the Mina. First pick of Grey for SK Gaming. It's definitely going to be one that is going to be deterrent of throwers. Juju, I'm looking at you. You're still out there. You're not banned out. It's a Crazy Raccoon idea for sure. Gust available. Going to be a bit less effective since the Ollie is banned out, but nonetheless, it gives you options. It gives you survivability. Meeple as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think Meeple low-key
here. Ruff's still open too, so
Meeple very
definitely
good.
Some chances for a wall
but
break.
But here, they could go like something that spawns things.
Can they resist the urge to pick RT
they
first?
Go RT
no. Crazy Raccoon
Okay.
go for a very
Bro, give it back to
stable
Moya, bro.
opener. Again, RT, they always look to get Jae-Young.
Bro's warmed up on the
This
RT, bro.
time
Give it
around,
back to Moya.
Brock is still floating out.
No
here.
EMZ, no,
An
no,
option to
no,
break up
no,
the map
not
if you want to
EMZ,
try and
bro.
fast
Are you
track
serious? Are we for real?
And yeah, you sort of waive the prospect of
Edgar.
the throw in your opponent's
Guys.
face. Save that last pick to try and get the better of them. But what will accompany this very middle of the
Who's
road
Moya?
ball?
Moya picks Ruffs.
It's Ruffs. Crazy Raccoon. Safe
Moya got
as a
blue hair
house
in the middle.
with this draft. Give nothing away. So SK Gaming have to reveal their grand plans now.
Kaze and Gus could be a play here for SK Gaming. It's a risky one. Max as
Russ
well
is
one
good.
that like to float around. Do you want to go super on the aggressive in the 5th and final?
What are they
I feel
gonna do?
Like it's make or break regardless, so you got to go for it, right?
Do or die.
Yeah, exactly that. Go for the jugular. It's definitely a Joker pick. OP on Max. There's no one finer.
Oh my
Will
God.
they go for it? Buster, there is an option here. There are still other tanks
They
despite
take
this
Byron.
ban. Byron could be smelling it. Hank is still open here. Not one for me, but it could be the way to combine the
Moya
Dre
with the-
and the
with the
Byron
pillows is
harmoniously.
gonna be nice.
Will they do it?
The pillow guy is good.
The moment like
Unless he
this
runs
that
the
the
other
true
one.
essence of
Probably
a
won't.
competitor is drawn out. It's here we get our answer. Was OP the key to unlock SK Gaming's
called Byron.
future? Was he
Press
the
there,
answer,
give RT
returning
hyper,
back
that's
to this roster in a
facts,
different
guys.
era, in a
No, that's
Joker era?
facts, bro. That's
Enough to
facts.
make the difference. It's the draft
There's a lot going into
that
this.
SK Gaming have boasted that's given them the edge over so many of their competitors around the world.
There's the
This
people.
one may be their last for 2025. Pinning all their hopes on a Meeple last pick alongside the Byron. Very broadly powerful setup, good long range. Joker, of course, being able to give an opportunity to dive in to try and thrust at the center
What
of
is
Crazy Raccoon's
Tensai?
composition.
Buster,
Generally,
you
SK feel favored in the long game. It's so much hinges on this last pick from Crazy Raccoon. And if it flashed a green light for
Brock.
a thrower potentially, but it will be the Brock. Give them some good long range potential. And should they want to break the map up for any reason?
Wait, I'm not understanding the Brock pick. Guys, I'm not understanding
Yoshi
the
is
Brock
just
pick.
terrifying on this Meeple. I'm sure it'll be him, but whoever
Is it because he has
beside
so much
SK is
defense
gonna
for him?
work
Like
cut
they're
out
just
for them.
fine picking Brock
The
here?
Gray, the escape ability, it's got to be on point. You'll be able
Free
to
play
earn
to
that
Byron.
charge as much as possibly can to ensure those shields.
Abby, how are
Whose
you?
draft are you siding with? Which is a draft capable of making the grand
No,
finals
only in
is over.
counterplay dummies, right?
SK Gaming's, I think, is slightly more risky, but it's one that should allow their skill
Oh, they're
expression
going
to
for
lead them
box,
forward.
bro. Yo,
It's a
he's
tough
going for
call.
box.
Crazy Raccoon always take a safe pick, and they rely on their mechanics in-game. They don't go for anything flashy or anything too special. Joker doesn't really want to stay too long in this matchup against
Bro,
Milcreo
we
if
dead
he can avoid it. Shots coming in toward the
Are we
right-hand
dead
side of the
at?
map.
Are we
It
dead
would be
at?
to avoid them.
Yo, Brawl
Have a
Stars.
tough time against this Ruffs. Those shots going to be able to bounce off the wall and outrange him in that regard. So it's definitely going to be one of those situations where for SK Gaming, they're going to have to be very, very cautious as to how they tread. And this middle range matchup between the RT and the Byron.
Give us something to watch, bro! Give us something to watch. Oh my gosh, and now the stream's lagging. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're
We'll
good.
go a long, long way. Still all three members on each side are still alive here. The players
Like,
are
what is
still
this
playing.
potato
They're
stuff,
about it.
man?
Good taps as well from OPE.
There we go.
He's got the super as well to hand. Moya low. Little reinforces then the hypercharge.
Oh my god, they can't get Joker.
Joker's
Joker, they get Joker. Oh my gosh.
my word. What a rocket rain.
Tensai's gonna go down though, gets the trade double before he goes.
And 3 versus, well, now 2 versus 1.
Oh my gosh.
He cannot contest it. The first
Can
round
CR
goes
take
away.
down SK?
Feels like Joker then knew
Oh
his
my
goose was
goodness,
cooked.
bro.
He had to take a risk. He had to look for a one-for-one trade. But Ope having used his super early on in that round means he did not have it available for the final moments. Still hitting some good taps on Moya. A Crazy Raccoon.
No, he's
navigate
not.
that
It
round
looks like they're
pretty
hitting,
well.
but they're
You
not.
can see
Moya knows
it's
his
a long
distance too
game.
well.
Gas is almost a guarantee.
RT, the best RT in the world.
Great.
Oh my gosh, Milcreo picks him off.
The overextend on that right-hand
But here goes
side.
Moya. He uses his shield to defend himself. His teammates there to get his back.
Crazy Raccoon.
And down goes SK. Oh my gosh, bro.
The EME dream of
Oh
being at least
my
the grand finals
gosh.
will be over. It's now or never. Not like this, SK. Not like this.
That
Wait, could
was
SK
dominant.
actually lose?
Decisive from Crazy Raccoon. SK Gaming, shell-shocked as they may feel,
No
have
way
to
SK's
pick
actually
themselves
gonna
up
lose.
and run it back in his second round. They've got to find a way to put Joker in a successful position. It feels like this Brock matchup just isn't it.
He's outranged, means the itinerary is brutal. So OPE is now going to have to balance his task
Tensai
between Moya
box.
in the mid and Milgrio on that right.
Yoshi misses a
If Yoshi
shot.
can alleviate things a little bit and try to get the upper hand, but these wall bounces from Tensai are brutal. Now a nice poison connection from the gadget, and
Yeah,
OP
SK's very, very good.
connecting left, right, and
My
center.
favorite score.
Another one onto Milgrio, a heal for himself. This is better, but OPE is working overtime here.
Yeah, very, very busy with the lane on the right broken up. Milcrio
Oh my gosh. Moya just got picked off.
The doctor ordered. Now Joker wants to push the issue. Get aggressive. Find a tap on Milcrio. He's so close. He can't miss. And now it's all down to Tensai in the back. He'll try and make a swift exit from this round and not feed another super over to anybody on
Nice.
SK.
Good play by Tensai. And he gets a
signs
super
of
back.
nerves, signs
That was
of
really good.
progress
Yeah,
made,
Moya
but
got
that was better.
yacked.
Everyone's starting to work together
Jeez,
now.
these guys.
But Joker's
You
still
did
in
not
a
bet
tough matchup.
1,000.
Couldn't earn the dimensional doors either with the back of the taps towards the end of that match, so can't really go in at a tough time to really punish Milgrio.
Right side of the map is still broken up.
Byron
Milcrio
tapping,
has the
Ope
option to go
tapping.
after Ope should he see fit. Hypercharge here for Ope. He's going for it, at least threatening to do so. Holding onto the super though is there's no good opportunity to make use of it. He instead use it for healing. Joker needs help. Milcrio's coming in. He's going to make this an unavoidable rocket rain if SK aren't careful. Good response, good damage. Joker TP's
Tensai
forward,
came in and
Tensai's
saved.
in his way. The sandbag stymie that attempt to thrust. But Crazy Raccoon
Tensai's
now
gonna
on
go
the
down
back
from that.
foot. Tensai taking
He didn't get the hypercharge
damage.
off.
Poked down. And the Mad Doctor in Ope is able to take him out of the running.
Ope's going absolutely
Moya's
crazy.
gonna
These
have to
tough
get
stuff
hyper
from
himself.
Joker. We're landing. A miswalking cane though. Moya's still
He's
very,
probably
very
close
weakly
actually. They
here.
get a pick. Oh my gosh! There's no way!
Now, he finds a great tackle to Milgrio. He's surely got one. Can he survive? He'll for himself. Moya is low.
Oh my Moya,
He
bro!
will fall. And the round goes the way of Crazy Raccoon. One more.
Now they have RT hypercharge, bro.
Are in the grand final.
SK Gaming, now or never. This is where champions are born. Crazy Raccoon bearing down upon them with all their might. And there has to be an answer from EMEA's finest. Yoshi has a super to use. Could opt for it defensively here. But that is only going to cause a rush to back up. It's unlikely to generate himself an elimination possibility. Joker walking cane, pulls up short. Ope taking a lot of damage. Sandbags deployed, but now cleared. Milcrio dodging on the right side as Joker looks for an opening. Moya has hypercharge. SK Gaming can't afford to let this round go long. Ope's flashing the super. Can't find a connection, but SK Gaming are encroaching. They're pushing up the map.
Tough time now for the R. They've got to be able to come forwards. Moya has got a hypercharge. They can be absolutely devastating.
Oh, but you gotta tap. Ope's gotta tap if they want a chance. Moya's gotta have to make a move.
Good taps. Tensai getting low.
Moya, you gotta make a move.
Sandbag and a walking
Here he
cane.
goes.
Moya, here's the hypercharge though.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my CR, bro!
They don't care for legacy.
Yo, Crazy Raccoon, dog! They just beat the favorites! They just beat the favorites!
Today, they're looking for
SK goes home!
They're looking for glory.
Oh my goodness!
An unreal hypercharge. Moya came in at just the
Now
right time.
Moya, unbelievable performance from Moya. MVP right now. MVP.
Another top four finish to add to the tally. It
Holy
was to be
Crazy
today.
Raccoon, bro.
The Crazy Raccoon, they are in the grand finals. The place that they know and love. And now Milgrio.
Who would have thought we'd see Crazy Raccoon back in Worlds, bro? The World Finals.
SK Gaming joined a long list of teams with their hearts broken by Crazy Raccoon, but I'm sure theirs are swelling with pride because they've again earned East Asia a spot in the top 2 in a Brawl Stars World Finals. The question is, who can stop
So
this
crazy,
team?
so
who
crazy,
can
Mew.
stop the little genius and his merry band? Let's head down to Barney on the stage to get some words from the victors.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was one of the most incredible semi-finals that we have seen here on the main stage. My hands are sweating, so I don't know about these guys. I've got Milcrio here, and of course I've got Tensai as well.
Wow.
Let's quickly
Dude, Jin, you
start
see that?
Milcrio.
Oh
You've
my
eliminated
gosh, bro.
Arguably the strongest team here on paper coming into this competition. Just talk us through that match from your perspective.
この大会で一番強いチームと思われてるを今勝ったんだけど
That's good, bro.
一番強いチームに優勝したんだけど今どんな気持ちですか？
もう最高に嬉しいです。
I'm super happy right now.
I can imagine you are, that is for sure. Now, one of the things that we've noticed this week is how positive you guys are, your positive energy.
Where the,
no matter
where the hell is
score
Moya?
on the main stage, you guys
Where's
are
MVP?
always in a good place. Do you feel like that's helped with your team synergy?
チームがいつも前向きで元気なんですけど、ミルクレオさんは特にいつも元気な気持ちを出してくれてるんだけど、それがチームに対してはいいことになったんですかね。
いやまあ僕は技術で2人に劣ってるので、少しでもチームを盛り上げて2人の力を強くしようっていうふうに思って今大会に臨みました。
I'm relying on them for the skills because the two players are really strong. So what I can really do for my team is like to make them happy and just like make them be like looking forward to everything.
Well, it's definitely helped because you got a spot in the grand finals. Tensai, come up here.
No, I don't understand. I'm not Japanese.
This next match that you'll face on the main stage will be the grand final.
If I did, I'd be explaining to you guys what they're
A
saying.
repeat of the 2024
SK did sell the clip.
World
Why? What's good,
Final.
bro?
Are you ready?
次の試合が2014年のリピートにな
Yeah,
るんですけど、
W's. Thank you, bro.
それがもう準
Why I
備で
want
きてます
CR? Because I love Tensai. Tensai's litty. I like the
決
old
勝まで
time.
来たらやっぱ勝つしかないんで絶対勝ちたいと思います。
I would have thought so.
We
Too.
finally made it to the final, so we'll definitely make it and win.
They think they can make it. Ladies and gentlemen, make some
Yeah,
noise
Tensai
for
locks in,
Crazy
bro.
Raccoon, your first grand finalist of the 2025 Brawl
But for
Stars
real, where is
World
Moya?
Finals. Let's go back up to the desk to keep this day going.
Thank you, Barney. Two-time world champion Tensai and the most consistent backbone any team could want. Milkray and Moya, who never lost their smile even once and showed incredible resistance throughout this weekend. Once again, a 3-2 for Crazy Raccoon. They really seem to like those close matchups.
I mean, Milkrio was dominating Joker in the
Oh
last
my
map.
gosh,
I mean,
Wyatt,
absolutely
really,
spanking when
dude?
that
I don't know
was
why
tied
people
that
sign
day.
up if
He
they're
was
gonna do that,
really
though.
feeling himself.
Loud
That's
loss,
what
yeah, loud
momentum
loss.
gives you. That's what a player
Insane.
who's always positive,
Dude, we
always
got
upbeat,
Rev
often
against
your team,
Humble. We got
even
an
back to
underdog
the
story
wall,
of the
you always
century.
feel like you have a
Can
shot.
you
And every
imagine we
shot
see
that could be
Revenant
prize
versus
in
Crazy
Brawl Stars.
Raccoon?
For me as well, Moya played outstandingly. I mean, he was so
Joker sold.
instrumental on the RT, both in Heist and then towards that end. That
I think
was the
CR just
most
locked in, bro.
disgusting
Moya locked in.
hypercharge I've ever seen. And
Milkrio
also as a
was playing
player,
great
he's
on the Brock.
always evaded those kind of grand finals, trophy moments. This could be the time for him. He might get his first ever World Finals win here today.
We'll see who the people voting over at event.brawlstars.com vote for MVP. You can still get your Pro Pass
Moya.
XP
Guys, go
if you
vote for
better
Moya.
lock in your predictions. Also for our next
I'm going
match,
to
it
vote
could
that right now,
technically
bro.
be an all APEC
I'm
final
voting
this
MVP
year.
right now,
Again,
and I'm voting
it's Humble
Moya.
versus Revenant X Spark.
How can I vote for MVP? Yo, that is so lit, bruh. That's so lit. Nah, Moya's cracked, bro. Alright, no, I'm sorry. This isn't true. Wait, what? I'm sorry, what? Why is Tensai the match MVP?
And they
That's
need an
cap.
opponent.
That's
INC
straight cap. What are they
That's why
talking
Kenny
about?
and Trev are back here with me. It's Humble versus Revenant X Spark.
Bro,
in our next
see, if
round
that's
of
just public
semi-final.
opinion, and then that's just public
gonna take it,
being
boys?
dumb and just voting Tensai because they just it's
My head
Tensai.
says Humble. My heart
Edgar, thank you for the
wants
follow, bro.
Revenant to do the unthinkable. And then
Tensai is
CR
not
just
even
did
close to
what
MVP.
I
There, bro
can.
almost
I'm
sold the
just back. It's
game.
been an unbelievable
Exactly.
weekend. There's no way that anybody has a perfect bracket. We know that. Nobody's even close at this point, though.
I mean, a lot of it's been
Yeah, I
mentioned
agree,
throughout
87.
this
That,
weekend.
like, I love the guy, but
That was one
nah,
of the big
he
ones
almost
as
sold
well.
that game.
Probably one of the likely
Like,
favourites
if
to get to
Moya
the
and
grand finals
Milkrio
and they've
didn't
just
lock
been
in,
knocked
bro,
out
they'd
of
be
competition
they'd
by
be
Crazy
going
Raccoon.
home right now.
Huge stuff from them. As you can see from the bracket here as well, we did just play out that upper semi-finals game between SK Gaming and Crazy Raccoon. They won in quite an intense 3-2. We're down here now with Revenant X-Spark versus Humble in our next game, and what a matchup that is lining up to be.
It was a historical run from SK Gaming, only losing 3 sets overall, but now they're out of the race, and Crazy Raccoon needs an opponent. Revenant X.
Freaking Revenant, dude. Oh my gosh. Imagine Revenant beats Humble, bro.
An all-impact grand final. When was the last time we had that, Kenny?
I mean, 2022, right? It would have been Zeta 1 and Zeta 0, but this is a little different. I mean, East Asia was a bigger breed back then, and right now, this has been a region, especially one like SEA, that hasn't gotten a ton of credit. They didn't even have a guaranteed spot to be here on the stage. They had to fight through LCQ just to get the opportunity for a semifinal.
Absolutely. I mean, Humble have been incredible, but they took a really early surprising loss, and now they've had to fight their way all the way back through, and they're looking absolutely on top of their game after that last one. I think Revenant X-Spark have got a real tough game coming towards them. I'm with Kenny. My heart wants Revenant X-Spark, but my head's going with Humble.
I have to go with you there as well. Return of the King. Is it going to be Humble that we crown once more for World Champion? Or will we have a new one here with Revenant X-Spark from Southeast Asia? It was unlikely that they even make it through LCQ.
Free game to Humble, we'll see.
I did not think to see them here in the semifinals, but they so well deserve it. And I'm super excited for this match.
Funnily enough, too, Revenant X-Spark defeated CR at LCQ. The last team now to take down CR on the world stage just 1 year ago was Humble. Who would have thought we'd be in the predicament we are in right now? The ultimate David versus Goliath story. If Revenant X-Spark somehow conquered Humble, it would be one of the most unbelievable feats we've ever seen in this esport.
At the same time, Humble does want revenge, so if they go up against Crazy Raccoon again, they would redeem themselves from day one, because Trev, they did not do so well that day.
Absolutely. I mean, it's going to be really tough for them, to be honest with you. I think this matchup is a really difficult one. We saw all the predictions there as well. Humble was sitting with all of us on their side. I was really surprised to see that happen.
Yes.
Let's see what the teams
You're right.
have to say
I'm gonna
about
keep
this
an eye out.
fateful matchup.
Keep an eye out for QR codes, guys.
I think Humble is one of the strongest teams. Like, when we sim them, we realize that their planning is far above ours.
They're very, very powerful in those all-in situations.
So I'm very excited to face them, because they are definitely one of the teams we want to beat, as everybody looks up to them as the best. It would mean the world to us to win the championship, especially since this is only my second World Finals. We still deserve to be on the top.
Playing against Revenant,
Something to keep an eye on here. Jay definitely has to have his wits about him now, as all the little helpers are going to...
I did not expect that, honestly. Coming from LCQ, yes, they played amazing. Yes, Sergeant is him and everything, but I did not think they will be a top 4 of a world team. And I really hope we just don't lose to them. Please, I need the finals. Please, give it to me.
The heck?
Just one spot remains in the grand final, and it's going to be a bloodbath getting
Welcome
there.
back, David.
This next match is not a fight. This is a brawl. Your first team to enter the stage on a dream run from Southeast Asia. They are Revenant X-Spark. They are Response, X9J, and Sergeant. And their opponents, your reigning world champions, they are Humble!
Wow.
It's Luki,
Tuffy.
Boss, and Semantic! Ladies and gentlemen, the difference
Luki and his
between a
freaking
win
spike hat,
and a
dude.
loss right here
Why is he so
is
nonchalant, bro?
$120,000. So DreamHack, let's get this one started!
Playing in the grand finals is going to be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, yet Humble could claim it again. They are one step away. One more hurdle is between them and the grand finals. Had a really good run this weekend.
Welcome back,
lost
Jesse.
to Crazy Raccoon that are now waiting for them in the finals. On the other side, we have Revenant X-Spark. They themselves,
What's the
brilliant run, only lost
What do you
to
mean, what's the
SK
team?
Gaming 0-3, but after that, it was
Boss was on
smooth
Humble.
sailing for them.
Players are selfish at times. You saw it in that Semantic interview. He got a world championship last year, and in the face of somebody like Revenant X-Spark in a tiny region on a Cinderella run, what did he say? He said, I need this finals. They're hungry. They're not just interested in winning one. They want to go down as a dynasty of Brawl Stars. And if they win this one, they certainly have the chance to do so.
Absolutely. I mean, this means so much to both of these teams. Humble trying to get their second big win on the international stage. Obviously, over the other side of Revenant X-Spark, Response has had this kind of an opportunity before winning in 2020. But since then, it's been an absolute blank for this region and this area of the world. Looking at the stats, though, 86% going the side of Humble to the 14 of Revenant. I can understand why. And I think, you know, it's not this heavy. I'm leaning more kind of like 70-30 in favor of Humble. But I can see why they probably would go this way.
We're talking so much about our own predictions, about the predictions from the people at home, but in the end, it's in those 6 players' hands what the future's gonna bring. We had an 81% vote also for SK Gaming, now 86 for Humble. Let's see if it brings them.
Bro, my live access just got removed on TikTok.
Player kick, our first map here. Many good brawlers already out of the way.
What in the world? What in the world?
Best brawlers on the map, of course, also out of the way. We have Tick open. Would be a good thrower here. Or maybe a little bit more aggressive. Kaze could be coming in.
What is going on, bruh?
It's not Tick, it's Willow. Doing pretty well against any tanks, but doesn't really bring the range with her.
So typically, Juju enters the ban stage.
Bro, we just got freaking
some more questionable calls. This
our live removed on TikTok.
One that does escape here is Mina. With Mina not being in this, I think that probably changes.
Guys, we're cooked.
Here for Humble, maybe anticipating that, maybe not. Maybe this has always been the game plan. But I would say mind control could be helpful. And on this map in general, Willow is just menacing.
Well, the Gene comes in shortly after for Revenant X-Spark, and as you say, I do really like that thrower pick early on, and Gene not doing much to punish it, to be honest with you. That'll have to be a little bit later on down the line. Willow's just going to be sitting behind those walls, and Gene continuously throwing out these shots, working for a pull. If he gets that magic hand and makes the connection, then yes, Willow might have a few issues.
Wait, hold on a second. I gotta go on my iPad.
I would still like
live
to
access
aggressive.
removed?
Let's
What
see
in the
if it's
flip?
Gonna be that second pick from Revenant X-Spark. Ellie open, Kaze open.
For what?
Young with the speed at least. The support from both of those brawlers. That third pick is gonna have a lot of healing.
It's for 10 minutes.
I wonder if this is something simple like a Bell. I mean, I'm looking at this combination. It really relies on healing and being clustered.
I must be
you get great poke damage,
18? It's saying I'm not 13.
Squishy, so I'm sure Humble are debating their options. The bounce shot just makes too much sense to me here. But there's plenty more still left to do in this draft. They could round it out with something aggressive if they really wanted to.
Absolutely. I mean, it's not like Revenant X-Spark have got the most DPS in the world, to be honest. Something aggressive wouldn't be too bad, but they're going to go the Byron instead. Go and support their Willow and support what they pick next. There's still the opportunity of that aggressive stance. And with the Byron behind him, it becomes more and more likely.
We've been talking about aggressive brawlers since this draft started. So far, we're not seeing any of them. Humble. Let's see if they got us here. Over at the casting
All right,
desk.
I'm uploading a photo of my
Kaze.
driver's license.
Maybe just another long-ranged option
Insane.
against the Gene. Bell could also always come in clutch. It is Kaze. Finally, we have some aggression on stage.
Yeah, I think this is a nice pairing, and Byron kind of serves for the same mentality that I had with Bell. They've now doubled up on poison damage, so it's going to be trickling, and it's going to be really hard to gain any benefit off magic puffs or Jae-Young. A lot of the times in the past, into things like Hank and Jae-Young combinations earlier on in our meta during the year, we've seen somebody like Crow. This is a similar mentality. I obviously like these brawlers much better than Crow. I wouldn't expect a Crow. Similar reasoning, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, down to the last pick here of Revenant X-Spark. Have a lot to counter. Need something that's going to be able to deal a decent amount of damage to this Kaze when it comes aggressive. But you know what? Forget that. We're going to go aggressive themselves. If they come to us, we're going to go back at their support brawlers. The alley comes rolling on in. I think that's a very solid pick and a smart one from Revenant X-Spark to just go for the backlines.
We get that
Revenant
down.
X-Spark
Oh my
has
gosh, guys, this is
survived
horrible.
Every hurdle thrown their direction. But there is one more obstacle blocking their road to glory. The ultimate test, the final boss of Brawl Stars. Bear witness to Brawl Cinderella versus your defending champion.
The Blue Star going the way of Revenant X-Spark. Pretty much as always as they wanted with the aggressive stance. Surprising to see Semantic not go for that, and he's just going to go straight for response instead, but caught in the middle of big big fight here on the left-hand side, and 2 members of Humble are going to fall down really early on, and no casualties for Revenant.
Banging start for Ali on the top left-hand side. He is hungry for more. Now diving away, dashing down the left hand, and Jay responds there to meet him. Support coverage. Shot being lobbed up by Luki. Pressure being dealt by Humble, and now the red roster is maintaining positioning.
Well, yeah, X9J had to be cautious of that thrower there. The shot came in and Sargent just tanked it, but Jay was too low to do just that. Pulls there. And
all right, we just appealed on TikTok.
Go down with 1 HP there for a second. Switching to the speed and response. Surely going to be able to win Jay, but he actually misses 2 of his shots on his own teammate there. As Boss can't get the job done with that Willow super. Sargent in the back line trying to defend things out with the heals. Back in business for response.
Not a great start for Humble, 7-0. But the good news is Sargent's the one with the blue star and all of them on his noggin. He's typically an aggressor. They're still lobbing up fan storms. Semantic now on the left tangent. Sargent clean into this wall, diving out. Smells blood in the water. Doesn't get it though. Grants Humble 5 stars, and all of a sudden, this is a much tighter race.
Dude, there's no way.
He just wanted to manage the star loss at that point. They might have been able to get all 3 if he didn't just sacrifice himself there. But they
Yo, thank you, Nathan. We're trying to figure out what's going on here.
Appealing. And Sargent knows if he goes down now, they're going to have some big problems. They're going to have to use the bounce back on their own teammate. And Sargent gets dragged into the middle of all 3 of them. But Semantic pulled in, and the Weekend Warrior there by response will put the stars even more in Revenant's favor.
Fantastic tag team coming out of Revenant. Now the mind control though. Revenant have to hold on to this blue star. It finally fades away. Sargent there for another one though.
This is cooked, guys.
12-5, holding on.
We can't even walk like.
Semantic working the right hand side, but he is walked like a dog. The team pull goes through. Revenant X Spark take game number 1.
I mean, that's incredible.
What is going on, man?
Dominant as it gets against Humble in these kind of competitions. What a performance that was. The Ali doing so much work, and the Willow got so many mind controls in influential moments and just couldn't get them to kill their own team.
This Ali is going absolutely.
We're about to get our access back.
They immediately got it back.
Hold on, guys.
This is not a powerful DPS composition outside of that Ali. They have a Gene, poke damage, has to get the pull. And
talk about something, Cook. Talk about something, Cook.
Pouring into the enemy side to grab kills, and somehow, some way, SEA's finest are doing just that.
Sargent jumping over a few shots there and getting back into the safety. Shields from X9J in response now, going in once more, baits the switch from Semantic to try. Live
access still suspended for another 3 minutes or until they just like give me an update here. What is going on? I swear I've already verified my identity.
Not finding the kills at the moment, but always retreating into the arms of his teammates. This time, he will burn.
Complete change of pace now. Revenant have to be the ones
guys,
on offense.
I'll give you this
Willow is rather close to
for other platforms, If anyone's on YouTube or Twitch, I need to just wait until I get my account.
All that ammo just to dodge out shots. In game number 1, he was using them on the offensive. He just hadn't had an opportunity yet.
Gotta be cautious of this magic hand as X9J still looming with it. Sargent still waiting. Now Luke comes in with the big hyper charge, but it makes no connections at all, and that's a huge waste for him. Would have been really nice to have that when they started to mount this push, but used it aggressively instead. X9J still waiting to get the prime moment to get the pull off.
Don't forget about the invisibility as well, but Willow tapping, and of course a Byron tag as well would reveal where the invisibility is. Sargent now dashing to the left-hand side. The crowd, as Kaze looks to meet her over there. Both members of Humble backing down. Blue Star, remember, resides with Byron. That's something to keep your eye on for. That would switch the lead instantly.
Calm before the storm here in Bounty as Sargent now starts to lunge forward towards the Humble spawn. Big place coming in, the magic hand gonna be missed, and Boss gonna be...
Wait, Revenant won the first game? Are we legit serious? Alright, so they're not going to be able to get this. Sargent's going to try to make a play. He's just going to go in. Humble's going to win, you think, Nathan? So right now, we're getting cooked right now on TikTok. And, yeah, I don't know what the heck is happening. It's like, what the hell? What the hell, Yonte? I've never had that happen to me, and now I'm scared. I'm actually like terrified about that. I was confused as to what happened, and then boom, I had my live access.
Great team play to shut him down. There were rare moments where Revenant could really walk forward. We're going to have to see an explosive start once again as Ali goes for the blue star and once again dips.
Yeah, nice move from Sargent again, but they need to be cautious this time about someone not falling down. They're going to be at their best.
We get to go back in a minute here.
Can take people by surprise and get the
Look at that, bro. Like, what?
Going aggressive themselves, as we saw in that last game. So Sargent got to be cautious not to feed this lead over. He's going to extend it, in fact, and get away as well.
Split second and you'll miss it. Ali just rests in that
Yeah, we
grasp.
should have our
It's
live
just
access
a
back.
sliver of a moment to dive in, drive in, isolated kill. Otherwise, it's just a lot of damage. If you're piling
Hold on,
up on
Nathan.
brawlers, they have an opportunity to land more shots on you. So Sergeant has to be very strategic about these kills. Oh, the long range.
Sorry,
pull.
we're missing stuff,
Jay
but
with a
I need to
nasty
open this
mark.
up.
Nice little bait and switch
Dude,
there.
this is
He wanted
this
to
is
get
frustrating.
Sergeant,
This
and
is
in
really
fact, turned around and got pulled himself. Semantic cautious
What?
now, but
It still
very
says I don't have live
aggressive from
access.
Sergeant, and overly so as he gets brought
But it
down
is the
in the
30th
middle of the map
at
by Humble.
11:21. Yeah, I'm saying.
This time it's Humble on the offensive. Redman backing up.
Dude,
Oh,
I
he's
still
done
haven't
it
heard
again!
anything.
Jay on the big stage makes another massive pull. Now they have 3 members standing up. They've dodged a super Sergeant, expanding their territory. Remember,
we're
he
waiting
can float
still.
on grass.
Just gotta wait
The
for
brawler resides in a swamp after all. That's her domain.
Jay knows he needed to make up for the whiff in the previous game with his magic hand. Sergeant going aggressive again, trying to get Luki down. Can't get that last swipe off. And now it's down to 1 star between them. Humble still remain on the aggressive with 30 seconds to go. They need something huge.
The blue side has to hold.
Are we chilling? Do we have live
World
back?
champions are incoming. Semantic has a super as well. Fanstorm available, or could dive in at a moment's notice.
Pull again for X9J. He's
I don't
got
know
to
what's
get that
going
off and
on
deflate
here.
this
This
push before it
is
starts. Semantic
an
starts to
extremely
do it there.
frustrating
All
thing.
3 of them caught into it. Jay doesn't know whether to throw this out or go aggressive. Finds it out of nowhere, but Semantic gets a massive heal. 3 dashes don't do anything, but Sergeant
Oh my
falls.
gosh, wow. Sergeant dies with like the last second and they take the set.
The necessary
Holy
kill
moly, bro.
And take step 1.
Alright, I'm gonna check real quick and see if I can
What a shot in the
get
dark.
the TikTok stream
They
back.
land the pull, but not the kill. And that's ultimately what
Bro, this is
cost them.
unbelievable.
I'm sure Humble were even caught off guard by that. I mean, just in the middle of the fanstorm, obviously from our POV, it looks very different than what you're seeing if you're playing in the game. Normally, you can only see what's inside that circle. Sergeant with a great set, just not quite enough to carry them for a win.
I mean, you got to think about the balance here as well, right? Sergeant has 6 kills, but how many times did he go?
We can go
down
live.
aggressive
Sure.
positions
We
as
can go
well?
live.
So there's a balance. The stats look really good. Semantic only got 4 kills, but a big 227 DPS as he was defending these 2 support brawlers who were on his side. And some big plays from Humble towards the end of the matches were very influential. There were moments here as well. Jay whiffed a pull in this scenario as well, just before we see this. I mean, that can cost games. Nothing against him though, because he hit so many in the previous one. But Humble were just so attuned to the fact that he was going to pull. Perfect. Look at this. This perfect hypercharge super. Bang. Ryan Semantic gets a burst
Okay, we're
of heals.
back.
He wasted a load of ammo in there, but Boss still managed to find it, and Response couldn't quite get the heal onto him in time.
Just some swagger coming out of the world champions there. Really could have gone either way in set number 1. A great taste of what this match has in store for us. Those here in Stockholm have plenty of support headed Humble's way. I'm sure plenty of monitors at home are supporting the SEA darlings.
Okay, here we go.
This is a new era for them.
Guys, welcome back. Oh my gosh, I don't know what just happened. I'm like actually scared and that was horrible.
Big 4, East Asia, South America, North America, EMEA. These are names you all know and love. But SEA is just smaller. It's harder to find just by numbers, quality.
Dude, it
And
said that I
despite
wasn't
that,
18,
this
bro.
is
I'm
the one
22
team
years
from that
old.
region that came out of LCQ. They're
What is
not
this?
good
What are we
at
talking about here,
do not
bro?
expect them to go quietly into this night.
I mean, I think this is a big thing as well, right? You mentioned how small the region is, how few players there are from
What's
there.
going on
So
with
these
that,
are
bro?
clearly going to be the best of the best from that area of the world.
I've been watching it, but like barely, dude. It's actually cooked. Now you're good, Ibuki.
Raw mechanical skill you're seeing from these guys.
We got it back,
It's
Nathan. We fixed it. But dude, what the flipping flips? Yo, Sam, what's good? Yo, we got Revenant trying to make a play. Ravon, how are you on YouTube?
Chance to write that in set number 2. Off to Death Cap Trap we go. Pam, by far the most played brawler on this map. Just depends on if she escapes the ban.
How does it
stage,
feel to be
and
on
she
World TV?
does.
It's
We see
nothing
Hank,
crazy.
Nina, Meeple on that right-hand side. Max the first overall pick from Revenant X-Sparks.
All right, so
A
we
lot of
got
times on
Max
this map,
picked.
You're going to see that Max Sandy tandem. They don't have to commit to it. Max is a very flexible brawler, but if they can get it, it would be nice. On the other end,
I wanna see
I'm
what
looking out for a
TikTok says
Pam
about
in
my
an
thing.
alley 2-3 turn. The Alligator does really well with Pam because Pam in general does great at being a gym carrier, a mid, and typically because of the siphoning gadget that she has with that Scrap Sucker can be really good into alley. So when you take a great brawler in alley and
Move
also
on, that
take
was a
away
hacker.
something that would counter
A hacker
it is a
joined in,
nasty
was
combination to fight
messing
against.
around with it.
Absolutely. I mean, surprising to see a Max first pick, to be honest with you. It's been a brawler that's showed its face a lot, surprisingly to me, this tournament. But it's one of those brawlers that you can just grab, and if you're mechanically sound, you're going to have a pretty good time. Ruff's going to come in then for Humble. Pretty much been the #1 brawler throughout this competition. Very good support, providing hypercharges with a hypercharge of his own, and the power-ups along the way are a big play and a big game changer in modes and maps.
Yeah, I'm hitting
to be passive like Gem Grab.
Tara and Lily still eligible here.
They were so
too.
close.
A couple of reverse mechanics that are important in Gem Grab. Humble, all control. Ruff's a support brawler, one that can bounce shots off the wall, and importantly,
Humble, but
charge
let's see if
hypercharges
Revenant can actually
for
get a
your
game here.
teammates. His super grants you access to a little extra health points, a little extra damage, but I love where Finks is at in the game right now. I think he's more of a hero in hot zone, but on this game mode in particular as well, a dominant mid, especially against somebody with projectiles, somebody like Max where he's shooting 4 at a time, it's so difficult to make those connections when he has a
What's
super
my name,
bounce,
Max?
because they're so slow when they travel through.
I mean, it can absolutely work. We've seen it a few times against the likes of a Lily or something like that. That's one of the more aggressive brawlers we tend to see on this map. When she throws out the super and you've got your time warp down, you're pretty much guaranteed to be evading it. Jay Young going to come in, though, as the final pick from the Revenant X-Spark side, along with the kit that we just failed to mention. Real nice composition here from Revenant X-Spark. They've got the speed that they need in both X9J and Sergeant, so they're going to be whizzing around this map. Response to take people by surprise and get those big game-changing kills. And Revenant are a team who love to play from behind from Gem Grab. We've seen it in a lot of their different series. When it's Gem Grab, they tend to go the brawlers that can turn it round the most rather than control it.
I wonder if Humble just hit the health points here. Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do. The one thing I will say about the Revenant X-Spark composition, Kit is more of an assassin. I think that's probably how they're going to be playing him here. I don't think it's necessarily the support. I don't imagine he's going to necessarily always be looking to hop on the backpack of either Max or Jay Young. Plenty of speed, plenty of utility.
W,
and then on the other end, they give away
set, you
Lily.
won't be able to see
so Humble
finals,
get a
though.
freebie at a reverse mechanic, and even if Revenant X-Spark are leading the entire way, they don't have a ton of health points. On top of that, they have a hypercharged super that can send Lily into the Shadow Realm. Defending world champions, up 1-0 against SCA Dark Horses. Revenant X-Spark, we're close in the first set. We need to see them battle even harder.
It's good, M.
Sanjay, flying stars, 2 gems.
Semantic Germany.
He's going to come straight on top of Semantic, and a good phase shift to get him out of that position. Sergeant just playing the kind of
He's rough support
paranoia
technically.
game of waiting in
He's
this bush,
very good,
responsible proper weekend warrior at the
Give
perfect
hypercharges
time, and deal with Semantic on the left.
also
A good TP
probably
there
gonna give it to Finks.
from Lukey, but it was a little too late as Sergeant still got the stun off.
Both of them are
5
good
gems in
hypercharges.
Revenant's pockets, but remember, as long as they're working towards that Lily hypercharge and playing alongside it, they will be just fine. It still takes the mechanics, you still have to execute. Always potential with this Humble composition, though.
Well, the speed's there, along with the Sergeant Super. So, Humble got to be extremely cautious. They're going to go aggressive themselves, bait out a lot of utility, but Semantic going to be ending straight on top of Sergeant, and that's going to be a big fight that Sergeant needs to win and does to keep him out of the back lines.
So many heals coming out of response. Now Sergeant flanking left-hand side. Jay in the middle, dueling against Finks. It's a tough task. Kit, though, jumping to the left-hand side.
Kit Max is actually so good.
The way heals coming out of response, super speed up the middle
Max
of the
can
map.
just
Now
auto
an
him.
extra bit of
It's
damage
so much
from
damage.
response's gadget. Not quite enough
quick
to overcome this Humble stronghold.
Luki's still in the mid, and the time
Semantic got
so
hypercharged.
much in that situation. Sergeant once more with a super enhanced.
Oh my
Semantic.
gosh.
Brilliant
It's
bounce
a
around the corner from the
disgusting
hypercharge. And he's going
hyper.
to get away with one of those gems. Sergeant recovers 4, but can't do anything more than that. Response through the mid. Weekend
he's
Warrior
not gonna
pops
be
as
able to
well,
stay
and
alive
he's
here.
just putting himself at risk to try and make something happen. Sergeant Super, they might need to hold this and just try get a reset
Bad gadget
elsewhere.
from X9.
But down all these shots come, and still the countdown goes.
Jay now left-hand side. Revenant have to pounce, but it's going to be Semantic with a gadget. They have to choose wisely who they dive at. They choose Boss. 2 gyms on the
They do
ground. This
reset
will be
time.
a reset. Immediate takedown from Humble,
Response
though.
missed the shot on
Yeah,
wall,
10
but
gems
he
over
needed
Luki's
that.
head now, so Semantic can go back to this aggressive stance that he will love to do. Don't think there's gems anywhere else on the map, though. We're forgetting about responsible hypercharge. Sergeant, one of his own, looking to try and go really aggressive, but a time warp, and he jumps back in time away from the hypercharge.
Is Revenant good? They're big underdogs. No, how are you?
Will keep Humble
We're
ahead.
playing today later tonight.
Much more dominant this go-around.
During tonight's stream. Okay, it's a new hour for sure. I should probably check the schedule shot.
It's got to be scary if you're Revenant X-Spark. There's a lore around Humble. There's just a
Checking
vibe
Draco,
in when you
no.
can feel it.
Very nothing.
The good news is we saw
On the
them
main.
bleed just 2 days ago. They lost to Crazy Raccoon in a reverse sweep. If you're Revenant, you just have to keep telling yourself, if we can beat CR, we can beat Humble too.
Well, again, Semantic on a tear off the start. But once more, it is X9J who walks away with all the gems after the initial
Yo, if we had any
interaction
QRs pop
between
up.
these 2 teams. He'll get
Ziggy or
some switch
Max?
team, some
Probably
heals along the way, I'm sure, as
Max is actually
behind
making
him,
their way back
waits
into
for
the meta,
Sargent
but
to
they're
make his
both pretty
move.
It's important to grab those gems, but again, Semantic with a hypercharge. Those reverse mechanics are so important. Of course, Kit can get a quick reset with a dive.
I would play them
much
both.
more difficult. Now invisible.
I don't think they have
Space.
green.
Super going down. He's going to break the wall. Sargent with perfect timing, and now Boss narrowly holding on. A trade is something Humble are willing to make.
I mean, regardless of that time warp, Lukey just took a lot of shots to the face. Semantic once more doing the same thing he always does, and it just works. He's now got his hypercharge, just needs to work for the super, and a big game-changing play can be made. X9J got to be cautious in the back lines, as Semantic will be coming forwards once more. Boss going to go down as Sargent goes in for a big trade. And it's 5-4 as Humble get their 5th going now.
The trade cost Revenant positioning and gain them 1 gem. I'm not sure that's a trade they're willing to make.
Thank you for the follow.
For response, needs the heals, has cover fire coming out of Jay. Luki,
Tej?
though, has not moved an inch. He's still in the middle of the map. Now he's going to scoop the other side and teleport away as well. This trade just keeps happening. This time, though, it's not even a trade. It's Revenant losing the numbers, losing positioning. Now Humble have opened the walls.
Real rough stance there on the right-hand side as Sargent goes in really aggressive and can't even get the trade. And that's 9 for Lukey as
Got
Semantic
one.
comes in, gets
Oh my
one,
God,
gets
clipped him.
2. And Sargent, the last hope for Revenant. But Semantic drops into the realm and retreats all the way back. Lukey's got the 10th, and Semantic still alive, ready to fight it out.
Revenant have to climb all the way up the map, but they've already lost one of their number. Boss, right-hand side, they have no idea where Lukey is, sitting comfortably.
All right, so Revenant is going to have to reverse sweep now to go to finals. Worthless, what's good? Samku, how are you? Yo, we have to see a reverse sweep now.
To bury Crazy Raccoon for another
Worthless, thank you for the heart, me and the go popular. Dude, guys, we just got our live access revoked for a second. It's so cooked. Ziggy very skilled, yes, Ziggy is very skilled.
A few little moments of over-aggression from Sargent and not getting
Shavi,
the
how are you?
necessary trade.
Can't I earlier? I'm sorry, I can't, because I got to get a little bit more sleep. I did a video, do some stuff with my family, and then I got to sleep again tonight.
Mechanical skill. He's pressing the gadget.
Yeah, Crazy Raccoon in the finals, guys.
Waiting in a bush, getting a super, using it, and getting killed. And that's all it needs to be.
Facts, Kareem, it was all part of the plan.
Where the gems
How's the tournament? It went well yesterday.
Semantic's job is to get that hyper.
Who do I think is going to win the final? I hope CR. They're probably Humble if they get there.
Shots, even if you're not converting kills, you're building to that moment. We've seen it several times now. Once Semantic has gadget and hypercharge ready to go,
I'm not going to lie, the boy at Milky are locked in,
he
bro.
can get the super, take gyms, or if he needs to, and he somehow has got the gyms in his hands, pops gadget, disappears to the Shadow Realm. She is the only brawler
You think
on
Humble?
this
Yeah,
map
Humble.
who can
Humble's
go
the favorites
down
here
there.
now.
She
I mean,
goes,
SK
"You
was,
have
but they
no
got
idea where she is.
freaking
You have
bounced
to
by
rely on
Crazy
that
Raccoon.
game
Let's
sense,
go.
just hoping you figure out where it was, and unfortunately for Revenant X Spark, they had no clue where Lily was that entire set.
I mean, it's going to be so difficult for them to come back from this. Humble on stage looking so confident. Revenant, a slight
Bro,
bit
maybe
of
they're like,
fear,
the
at
live
least
was
in my
telling
eyes.
me I'm not
But they
18 because
need
they've seen
3
these
in a
kids
row,
on
an
screen.
entire
They're like,
reverse sweep here for
yo,
Revenant
it's part of the
X-Spark
stream.
to get themselves to the world final and knock Humble off their high horse.
Sierra, when you get 10,000 damage,
Wild
nah,
how
there's
a
no way.
different day
There's
of
no
Brawl
way.
Stars
There's no way.
changes everything. One night's rest.
No one has a
Day one,
good
Humble.
bracket anymore.
Reverse swept 3-2. Yesterday looked unfazed.
Literally
Today
0% of people,
are
I think they
flying
said.
through their matches. Revenant X Spark are a semi-finalist team at the 2025 World Finals in a year.
Yo,
of
Gene, I just
upset
got my
and
Gene.
chaos.
I got my
Somehow,
freaking
one
live.
thing
I
that
got
has remained
removed.
consistent
My live got
is
removed for a
Humble
bit.
standing
Dude, they said I wasn't
in
18.
another
Has that ever happened to you,
semi-final.
Gene?
And they are one away from going to back-to-back
I appealed it
grand
and
finals.
stuff.
They'll have to achieve that on open business. Brawler, I'm looking
Dog,
at
like
for
what?
is Hank, top of my board in terms of picks.
Oh, we did that?
Fans, of course. But Colonel Ruff's another one that we saw in that previous set.
Okay,
that could
so it
be
has
of
happened.
interest, that wall break dynamic, whether they elect to use it, whether they don't, whether they want to feed hypercharges, all of that
Like, bro.
depends on what strategy these two teams
Power, thank you for the follow. Take it as a
At least
compliment.
Gray, in
Facts.
my eyes, has been
I
quite a
sent them my
constant
ID.
throughout Hot Zone
I had to send them my
in
ID. I was like,
every
guys,
single
come
map.
on, bro. I thought I'd done that
Every
already.
single time we see Hot Zone show up, it's the Gray setting
Bro,
up the
you need a
teleport,
QR.
getting the hypercharge and going
Who needs
forward.
their
Humble
QR
know that, They're
scan,
going to ban
bro?
that out. I don't think at this point in the
That's a
series,
homie.
Humble want that unpredictableness. I'm not going to say it's no skill, but you can get to the
Gene
hot zone
already
and
got
just
his
take
now.
tanks and stand on it no matter what you're against. So they don't want that
Oh, I need to
unpredictability.
delete this
They
so
get
people
that out of the
can
way,
have my ID
along
here.
with the Hank that you mentioned and the Juju. 3 very good bans from Humble. And then over the other side, we see the Juju being double banned, along with the Mina and the Ruffs, as Revenant get rid of those.
Couple starting lines available, one
Go to your
including
story,
Pam,
gotcha.
the other that comes to the top of mine is Finks. Meeple also escapes the ban stage. That is a great
Yo,
shot out of
here,
Humble.
this is
Especially on a
Gene's
map
friend.
like this, where
Guys,
somebody
you need a
like Colonel
QR
Ruff's
code for
removed,
GG boxes,
definitely
scan
needed a
this.
wall break.
Take a
Something
screenshot
Griffith,
saying
an
this.
emergency option could come to play, but there's two ways to deal with Meeple, and that's either destroy the entire map and make it wide open, or outrange
Wait,
him.
what do you mean?
So I'm
Is
curious
that
how
not the right
Expert
one?
Decide to deal with his health points could be a
Wait,
solution,
Gene, is
but
that
you
not
don't
the
want to
right
do that
QR
too
code?
early, because then Humble have time to respond with 10 counters.
Yeah,
One
absolutely.
between
Meeple, I think,
CR and
is
SKCR
the
one.
no-brainer of the first from Humble here, and very smart of them to pick that brawler up with how strong it is.
We don't have it yet.
Hypercharges. On the other side, I'd say another one of the constants that we've been seeing through a lot of the Brawl Stars Championship World Finals. We see the Pam picked up by Revenant X-Spark, really nice. The hypercharge catapulted her back into the meta, but so much health, so much healing, and a very good ability to scrap suck if that's the one that you choose to take these more aggressive units out the way and sap their ammo.
We'll see what they elect to pair Pam with. 10 seconds on the clock, and each pick in succession becomes more important for Revenant X-Spark.
Yes, sir, Ty, I missed it.
Okay, so on the 2-3 turn, they go with an aggressive brawler.
What was that QR code for?
Has
GG
played
boxes?
this weekend
It's
even,
not for any pin or anything
but
yet.
I'm not used to seeing it.
Where's
it's
QR
one
code?
of
We gotta
those
wait for it.
brawlers that's not bad by any
Hasn't
means,
come out
but
yet.
you just
Eagle.
have to be that dude. A high mechanical skill.
All right,
That's
so
why you see
Sergeant
all
took
the time in
freaking
Rugby Finals
Stu,
people
and he's gonna
run
have to
this.
skill
Depending on
diff
how
this
high
whole
fighting,
thing.
because you have to be pixel
That's
perfect
insane.
with every click on this brawler.
I mean, Sergeant is so dangerous on this Stu. It really does make me think at least they've got a chance to come back into this one. But we'll see how the rest of the Humble draft goes. Kenji's going to come rolling on in then for Humble. I like that, the aggression that we need to see. The super, the hypercharge, really good. It has kind of not fallen off a cliff, but it's nowhere near where it once was.
No, absolutely. I mean, Kenji is still a good brawler. He's just not the S-tier special, has to be a must-pick ban every single time. But Humble still deciding to put their faith in the Tsushimi Slash. This is also a way to build some
You know how you
health
feel
points
about what,
against somebody
Stu?
like Stu. Stu can make contact.
Yeah, it's going to be a hit or
with
miss, but
things,
it's Sergeant.
hard
He's
to
just
bring
carry
him
his
down.
team.
Pam, however, will assist with
You
that.
do you have
I'm curious
11
to see
GG
how this
boxes?
Scrap Sucker and the healing
Oh.
station goes into Kenji.
I'll just give you mine.
Larry and Laurie is Humble's final pick on what might be Revenant X-Spark's last draft of the World Finals if they can't get a set on the board here. I really like that. You've got to have the throwers that's going to be able to take down those Pam turrets really successfully and in quick fashion. They've just got to be very cautious about not feeding them ability that this dude's going to have. If he can get super after super after super, he's just going to be chasing Lukey down throughout the entirety of this set. So Boss got to be cautious about not feeding that too much. Same goes for
Do I
Semantic.
still go to school? No, I've graduated.
Is
So.
going to come in. Really nice pick from Revenant X-Spark there. Break these walls, put Meeple in a position where the super's useless unless she's using Meeple's Mansion. Kenji's needs
I
those
know that
walls,
Semantic
and
suggested
so does the
that because
Larry
he
and
loves
Laurie.
that cheeky
Really nice
pick in
picks
the
from
six.
Revenant X-Spark, and I like what they've got.
For the
I
last
mentioned
pick.
Griff at the beginning. This is one of the creative wall break options they had to have.
Response
Obviously,
goes
an
Griff
insane
for wall
amount
break.
of DPS. If they fall early, things get scary.
And good for Kenji.
The villain in SDA Cinderella story. The
Lukey
red
gets
roster,
countered
your
by Sergeant.
defending world
Yo, low
champions
key,
are looking
Revenant has
to
comp.
pull it off once again.
Well, if they break walls, bro.
So many times already.
Sergeant already gets
Reverse
something
sweep
down. He's
against
going
the
for.
world
He's fighting
champion
boss right now.
Would be one of the grandest things we would ever see in Brawl history.
Quick wall breaks then from Sergeant and Semantic on the right-hand side, just assuming this
Sergeant's gotta
position
do
a bit
more work.
further up where the wall, he doesn't have that wall there, so he needs to move that a bit further on. Sergeant going really aggressive now, might be punished for that, but Boss in the back lines burns down.
Gross,
Just a
good play.
30% lead
He
now
needs that
for
gadget
Humble,
back.
but as
He
these
can't get
walls
out
go
in
down,
time.
they're gonna
He's
more
gonna get
and
boxed.
more difficult to get back into position.
Nah,
Sergeant
X9
Connor,
and
the walls are
Respawn seem to
opening
get
up,
something
sure,
going.
But this is what I was worried about. Yes, they can break the
Oh,
walls, but
my
they have to
X9's
have
getting
position
ripped,
to do
bro.
so. If
Nah,
Respawn
nah,
can't
nah,
press
nah.
forward, they can't tear through. Dominant stuff from Humble. Revenant haven't had any time to breathe.
I mean, this is 50% already for Humble and 4 for Revenant X-Spark. Really disappointing performance so far, but Semantic puts himself in a great position and
Dog,
runs
this
in a
Meeple's
straight
boxing
line
them like
over
fish,
and over
bro.
and over again. Jay very low, but managed to avoid one of those shots over the top from Larry and Laurie. Response will go down, and this is all Humble.
Yeah, Rev has
No
draft, but they're
tag
getting
from Scrap
fried,
Sucker either.
bro.
Pam can operate in the open space, but is struggling. Sergeant needs a super as well. Boss flanking. It's already at 90%. Humble, just a few percentage points away from being on match point. Jay is trapped, sure, but Lukey is resting comfortably.
They're just getting 108, bro.
Don't even grab 10%. And the world
Dude,
champions
they
from
got
2024
destroyed,
are
bro.
now
Revenant's
on
about to get
match point.
3-0, bro.
Last lifeline
Or 2-0.
for Revenant
They're gonna go
X-Spark.
down
Entire
2-0.
reverse sweep needed now. 2 in a
Wait, no,
row
they're
here.
already down
And then a
3-0.
further 2 sets
2-0.
after that against the current world champions of Humble. Might be too much.
Here we
to
go,
ask
guys.
for Revenant.
We need to see Revenant make a crazy play. Armas, how are you? Or Onas, how are
They
you?
have to pull off the ultimate
Or Nushka.
reverse sweep. down a game in the third set. Didn't even grab 10%.
Okay, so
in
he has
game
super.
number one.
He has
It's a trade
super
on the
again. He's
outset.
gonna need some time. He's got to
Scrapsucker
break
up
that
the
right
middle
wall
of the
for
map.
that semantics hiding
Luki
behind.
burst away. This gives Response an opportunity to climb the map, scale up to this top left-hand side, and elect whether or not to use a wall break, and that's exactly what it does. Piggy bank on the ground.
Ooh, he dashes straight into that as well. Really unfortunate for Boss, but he's just going to put himself straight back in that position, dash back forward. Meeple's Mansion comes now, and the super through the wall to try and get him down. But Samantha can toss those balls over the top anyway and get
Bro,
big
X9's
damage in.
fried,
He'll
bro.
swap of positions with his clone to get a bit more help to that and keep him in the face of Sergeant.
This is where things went south in game number one.
Sergeant
Revenant
knows he's got to
Export,
move, but
bottom
he can't do
left-hand
anything.
side response. They need their wall breaker to move up. He's dropping a piggy bank in his own spawn side just to move forward.
Well, the super comes out and it's a great connection, but how much
Sergeant's
can
gonna
it do?
get that
Boss
wall
really low,
broken.
but he's just going to assume the point and get some more percentage on the zone. Boss now rotating to the left-hand side, Luki low, and Sergeant getting some good
Sergeant's
aggression, but he
cooked.
falls low and has to back right off.
Oh my
Good
gosh,
wall
what a
break
fail.
from Sergeant. Follow-up
Hold on,
kill
hold
as
on. They
well.
may have enough time. Hold on.
Stasia superstar.
This is where they need to take control. They finally got control for the first time.
Have approached 50%. Revenant Export finally moving up a little.
Can they
bit,
hold?
But they have to maintain positioning.
Well, super veil from Samantha to tank some of this Pam damage. She's going to throw all the way back and just have it gradually come up against Sergeant, then possibly switch places with it. The Meeple's Mansion's there and the super along with it as well to try and get this Pam turret down, and it takes a few shots, a lot of ammo to get that done. But Revenant X-Spark need to make something happen. Semantic's going to fall and Humble still in the percentage lead, but Revenant are more in it.
It's finally a fight. Revenant have given themselves
Freaking
a
W
chance.
play. Hold on, hold on, hold on.
Keep chipping away.
They can low-key hold.
20% to go for Revenant. Now Semantic flanking on the left-hand side, waiting for his team to regroup. They're spacing the floor. Now a Meeple Mansion going down the ground. Hypercharge for Jay and a super out left. This is double Larry action.
Yeah, big hypercharge from Semantic as well, switching positions, getting this Pam hypercharge turret down, and it needs to go. Boss moving forwards, but Response got to be close to super as he just popped a hypercharge, but not got it just yet, and just not allowed by Boss to get that off. Throws it out to the left-hand side, Semantic still alive, 10% needed, and it's go time for Revenant.
It's wrapped.
Humble, less than 10% away from
Sergeant.
repeating the past year. Boss standing tall.
Can't do enough.
backs Up, and in an
Wow.
predictability. Who would have thought we'd get a rerun of 2024's
Free waffles in the
World
Supercell shop again.
Finals?
Did they just release them?
They've been kings of land now for 3
Bro.
straight events.
We got Humble.
have an
We got Humble
opportunity to
and
ascend to a new level. From
Crazy
kings
Raccoon, bro.
To Brawl Stars gods.
Here we go.
Absolutely
We got
incredible
finals, guys. Yes, sir, G. Let's
It's
go.
a Revenant X-Spark who have been
Finals, baby, for Worlds.
Really
Is it gonna be Humble
But I
or
think
Crazy
for argument's
Raccoon?
sake, They didn't even think they were going to be getting top 4. So that, against the world champions, is still an incredible world finals for them.
Yeah, W Revenant though for making it this far. To be honest.
Still an incredible go at it. I mean, for Revenant, what a story. Can't wait to hear what Barney has to say
Let's
on
get
the stage
Valkyrie.
alongside the Humble players.
Dang it, the W. You're nervous about you ain't playing though.
2025 Brawl Stars Grand Final is set. And you guys are in it. How does that sound?
Oh my god, it's actually a dream. Again against Crazy Raccoon as well.
This cornball, dude.
Don't ask me that. I might lose my job. No. Now, I've got to ask you guys, boss,
Chi-Chi, thank you for the harmony, bro.
you've been quoted as well. Semantic's been quoted about saying that passion is basically what drives you guys. Passion is the reason why you guys are so excellent at the game. And as well, you have such passionate fans as well. Is there anything that you would like to say to them?
I'm really thankful to my friends that just came from Mallorca too, and like all my family that is supporting me. I just think I just win for them, and I'm just gonna keep doing that till the grand finals.
He's going to keep doing it. You know what, Lukey, I'm going to come over to you. Are you feeling good?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course you're feeling good. Now,
Let's see it.
we've got to
Audience
hype
me,
this
right?
up a little bit, don't we? 2024, you guys beat them on the main stage. You took the World Championship trophy. A couple of days ago, it was a different story. So how are you feeling about this Raccoon rematch that you're about to go into?
I mean, we lost to them, so I definitely want to get my revenge, and yeah, we are going back to back, baby.
They're going back to back, baby. You heard them here.
I
Ladies
think
and
Lukey
gentlemen,
tries to be
make
a
some
little bit
noise
too
for
nonchalant.
Humble, your second
Like Lukey,
grand
smile for a second,
finalist.
bro. Like brighten up, kid.
Semantic, generational IGL and drafting genius. Boss, the spearhead of the team, and
GG,
won't
GG.
miss a shot, Lukey.
Crazy that 3 out of 4
the
teams in the
sniper
top were
and
LCQ. Yeah,
support
insane.
of his
This is why
team.
they need to
13
show all
with a
matches, bro.
whopping 8 kills on his 2. Stu doesn't have the fastest of reloads.
Zekro, I think he's a follow, bro.
Massive, but it still was
When is
not
Humble going
enough.
against Crazy Raccoon?
Every
In
single
6
set
minutes.
looks kinda close, but the result doesn't. 3-0 for
He
Humble.
forced too much to be nonchalant. I agree, Marconi. I think he tries too hard.
Bad for
It's kind of
Revenant in the sense
cringy.
that I feel like they deserve more justice than the scorecard showed. What these guys have done to achieve this level, especially being in a region that had to
So now we're
fight
just
for
gonna chill,
LCQ in
I
a
guess, for
region
6 minutes.
seen as inferior to the competition of the likes of
Humble's
something
gonna
like
win. Who do you guys think is gonna
EMEA.
win?
An insane attempt to get here, a semi-finalist at the world stage, but unfortunately, just not enough to deal with Humble.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's been you know, a really good ride.
Crazy
from
Raccoon or
Xbox.
Humble?
They've been all amazing all tournament long. It's really sad to see them dropping out the competition against Humble, but obviously someone has
What should
to
I
go
do
out
in the
those
meantime?
semifinals.
Should
I
I
think
do
Humble
something?
are very much deserving of this grand final spot to get this rematch going.
I do feel like I'm having a flashback here. The 2024 grand finalists are back this year again. And now it's one final series to decide who's going to be our
We get
world
some stuff.
champion 2025.
Humble.
Crazy
yes,
Raccoon and Humble now stand at the edge of glory. The final battle is upon us. You won't want to miss it.
Lower range drop. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, we got Wave Hopper Jackie from a range drop. You realize you were watching regular show and 100 yes in the bag, Nathan. All right, little mythic action. Oh, right. Sorry about that. Oh, okay. That's not the great one, but we'll take it. 100 Blaine. Oh my gosh. Bruh. This is a normal star drop. We just got a legendary drop. I feel like I'm on the camera at Worlds. I'm like, please look at my legendary drop. Oh! Bubble Amber. Okay, we'll take it. Scripted. W. Take that.
It is time for the grand final of the Brawl Stars Championship.
No, you're good. You're good, Phoenix.
All year long, we've been waiting.
What do you mean,
for
Invoke?
this
What are you saying?
exact moment.
They should give us
The
Q
teams have
already?
been
Yeah.
playing,
For
sweating,
sure.
living
Voki, you
and
never said
breathing
anything.
Brawl Stars.
Which team is
Just
better?
to
Oh,
stand on
better,
this
Humble, or SK?
stage
You said that so
right
long
now.
ago.
Crazy Raccoon
SK
and Humble
was
remind us
high
why
rated.
we love this game. The grind, the passion,
W's
the
can use
belief
her.
that one incredible
Got
moment
melody, nice.
can change everything. My name's Sunny. I'm super thrilled to stand here right now with you guys today. Uber and Ark, this is the moment we've been waiting for.
And if you told me it would be our same two teams from last year, I kind of wouldn't believe you. If you're just like coming back to Brawl Stars after
Yeah, look at the follow, Henry.
I think, oh, Crazy Raccoon, Humble, yeah, makes sense. No, Crazy Raccoon barely got here.
Bad, thank you
They
for the
got
follow.
beat by Revenant X Spark in LCQ. They barely got out of that tournament, and they've run
Yo.
the tournament all the way to the grand final again. What a
Thank you for
story.
the follow,
We're a bit
Nathan
milk
Hedry
that was
and
for now as well. The rivalry
Vodnik.
sports for him last year wasn't to be. Now in the grand finals of Crazy Raccoon for Humble. They've been
No,
here before.
Voki.
Literally the exact same roster. ZR, a chance to get their revenge on that result last year. A 10 slide for Milk Rio and for Moya. Moya seeking for his first World Finals Championship trophy lift. This is what it's all come down to, straight from LCQ into the grand finals. The commendable achievement, but they're not done yet.
What makes you think
Tensai
he
might
wants to do that,
be about to
Voki?
have more world
Yes.
titles than he has hands. This guy
Austin,
has
how are
done
you?
it all.
It was
and
worth
now
a
he's
try,
brought
Voki.
Milk
It was
Rio
worth a
and
try.
Moya into the fold to give them a taste of
Nice,
glory. But there's a big obstacle standing in this Crazy Raccoon team's way, Sonny. Humble are the real deal. 3 rejects come together. Nobody wanted them. They made their own team and they showed the world, and they're here to do it again.
And since that one loss on day one, they've been looking phenomenal. 3-0s all across the board, but they did lose to Crazy Raccoon on day one. They want their revenge now. Yes, it's Humble versus Crazy Raccoon yet again. Why did we even go through that whole weekend, Dark?
Well, played one game, honestly.
I'll take it. I'll take it over the latter for sure. But I think for me, Humble will be having to learn from that mistake. I felt like when they lost that 5th and finals,
dang, look at what we got.
In Hot Zone felt for me just a little bit tough to make work, and I think Samantha.
Yes, Aussies, we are later.
They've got to learn from those mistakes.
Is Milk Real good?
Yes. Frank pick was actually
good,
what beat Crazy Raccoon in the final last year. They played an open business set with Frank, of course, but a different time and different meta, and you can see things have changed a little bit. Humble ran into their first stumbling block, kind of only stumbling block there against Crazy Raccoon in their first game, so you have to hope that they've really learned since then.
And those two teams now in the finals just goes to show as well that you don't have to be first seed in your own region. Consistency is key. Almost. You also have to be a LAN warrior. And those two teams, even though they might not show off the best they can online, they definitely do in any LAN tournament.
They've only won one monthly final each. I mean, Humble didn't even qualify for the August monthly final after winning Brawl Cup. These guys, I mean, I would not say they've been the most consistent over the course of the year, but they win when it matters. They step up when the lights are on and the stakes are high.
Yeah,
and
but they also changed
exactly what champions and Brawl Stars are made of.
Whereas
Well,
Chad,
he's
he's
for Humble last year, and look what happened, right? I mean, for Crazy Raccoon, their grand finals win in the monthly finals was at the very beginning of the season as well. So much time has passed. For me, at LCQ, I didn't really have massive hopes for them. Honestly, I thought that they would probably dwindle and get swept by Castle. It was not to be. And what a way to make it a statement here at the World Finals. To make it this far is insane.
Coming into this weekend, who did you guys see in the finals? Was it Crazy Raccoon and Humble? And why not? Why yes?
I didn't see Crazy Raccoon in the finals at all. I just didn't think they'd be able to get there. I thought Zeta Division would make their way. I thought it would be Humble SK, honestly. Yeah, we almost got exactly that. But, I mean, Crazy Raccoon are just something different. There's something special with this team, this new era.
Yeah, dude, it could have been Humble Crazy.
I can't wait to see what they can provide.
What is going on with the audio?
Did you think those would into the finals? Crazy Raccoon and Humble yet again, like in 2020.
This is on purpose.
Get a bit of static, but I think you're talking about 2024. I think that both teams.
We're about to get something.
Fantastic. For Crazy Raccoon, it's really quite a
not
tough
in front of the finals. Come on.
Yeah, you guys see this?
Could we try and?
This is on purpose.
Keep going. Yeah. Crazy Raccoon and Humble. Yes.
It's good randoms.
As we said,
Can't hear it.
East Asia versus MIA.
Yo. You're my only trophy. Watch. Here's Melody. Yo. Look. What I say, bro? Listen. Oh, what I say? I remember the times. Yo, W, bruh. Yo, W dance, bruh. Oh, yo.
You know the trunk is the goal. Stop pocket, panang 맞지 못해 나랑 girl. It's me and my pride, and it makes me feel alive. You're not getting this back, babe. That trophy is mine. Oh, baby, you show me how you shine. Ooh, yeah, I'm hitting the top, and I need you to show me you're my only trophy. The truth is, I can stand another random. Start every match like I'm feeling abandoned. Cause I don't wanna quit, don't wanna give in. This shouldn't even matter if you just wanna win. So we'll lift you up till you reach for the cup. And I'm right by your side.
Jeanette!
Together we will thrive.
Pop star Jeanette.
I'm getting you back, babe.
Dude, this is so fire. W vocals. Yo, this is so good. Yo, W halftime show or final show. That was a W. That was so good. W good randoms. Fire song. I saw the good randoms flash and the glitch, and I was like, yeah, you're my only trophy, bro. I knew that was coming in. That was fire. I wasn't expecting that. Oh. Peep. No way, Phoenix. You did not. I just realized there's volume coming from my TV. Dang. This is so fire. Yeah, Wizard, you should. W for Melody, maybe. Here they come.
You just can't kill this.
Oh, no, they're not.
I mean, they feel like they are one of the best to ever do it. 2-timer, 10 side, maybe adding a third.
Yes, sir. Welcome back, Global Seeker. W Finals.
Humble are the 2024 champions. Defend the belt. Look, they may have stumbled in day one, but they are right back where they were last year. I am not counting them out.
Guys, Vertical will have a team here next year, by the way. We're taking this trophy home next year. Aura. Not I'm playing. Let's go, CR! Come on! Fight! Bro, Lukey's the, like, prestige aura farmer, bro. Like, dude, get it together, bro. Yeah, we will have a team, bro. We'll put together a pro team.
Here is what we have all been waiting for. Monthly finals, last chance qualifiers, the Brawl Cup. They have all led to this moment. Two teams enter the stage, but only one can wear the crown. Thousands of hours played, and 30 minutes will decide your fate. Crazy Raccoon, are you ready?
Yes!
Ah, what the Yes!
Any last words?
Back to back.
Bruh, Luke, nah, this is like, he pisses me off, bro. Like, honestly, Loki pisses me off, this aura farmer, bro. Like, this guy's cringe as heck, bro. Dude, get Lukey off the stage, bro. Get this guy off the stage, man. Put Semantic back on the mic. God, dude, get Lukey off the mic, bro.
Crazy Raccoon, the Raccoons came
Why don't you let Boss talk?
with claws and teeth, claiming victories.
Nah, boo humble, bro. Let's go CR. How many trophies do they have? Bro, it doesn't matter. Trophy don't matter to them, bro.
And Humble on the right.
Yeah, Semantic Goofy. At least he's like a real person, dude. Luki's like AI freaking C3PO bot Aura Farmer, dog. Like, what is this guy doing, bro? Luki, bro. Get it together.
And you did not really like their fighting words because they're just too
He is a jit, though. He just needs to learn that it's not weird to be a normal person. Like, dude thinks he needs to be cool on camera on TV, bro. Stop aura farming, dude.
Everything to even get to this game, and that's carried them a long way. They took their licks in.
You're an aura farmer and it's funny. Nah, aura farming is not funny, bro. It's so weird. Unless you're like an actual good aura farmer, and it's like out of comedy, bro. Like, this dude's aura farming because his friends are watching from school, bro. You don't want to go to school with tomorrow, Global.
Just a monumental achievement to be
Luki all nonchalant. Yo, it's Kevu! It's Kevu, bro! Look, it's Kevu, dude.
EMEA region before.
IKS got aura. He's toxic, and he's got aura, and he talks it.
If you ask Semantic if he's gonna win, he will always
But he got shut up the other day, bro.
He will always ask his friends to vote against them.
Who do I think is winning? Probably Humble, but like I would love Crazy Raccoon to win.
And teaching.
Trying to anti-jinx.
Yeah, for consistency.
Yeah, he's very superstitious. A lot of players have their sort of rituals. The Crazy Raccoon, their ritual before a grand final is just winning. Winning all the games. So I respect that as well. The thought that this team is inevitable has been one that's echoed through many a hall in the past. And it's a two-time Tensai who's bringing a new roster into the fold. Wants to share the glory with more of the East Asian region.
Here we go.
Humble to come back and do this a second time would be
do it, Wizard Grind.
Would be legendary. And the fact that it
Guys,
is
we're about to
the
lock in
same
here.
two teams going head-to-head in this hallowed
Facts.
hall
Why is he
in
not
this
awake, bro?
all-important game makes it that much more special.
Absolute cinema as we go into our first set. Heist and Kaboom Canyon
Nerf pot.
will be the map.
Pacho.
A good one for me. I feel like it's a good spot to
Trevor
start
has
with
aura,
Heist.
dude.
I don't want to see
Nah, Moya's
the
got
later
aura,
stages
bro.
of this kind of map pool because those base races can be unpredictable. For me, Lola's definitely up there as Crazy Raccoon special. Colette, despite for me not being quite
Sierra's
better,
locked in.
it's one of their good picks also. Humble, like
Tensai can't sell and watch Humble lose because Luki's aura farming too hard, bro. Let's see it. Let's see it.
Kaboom Canyon will kick us off for a grand final. It's a map where those two teams
Yo,
will
W
clash
account, kid.
in the middle. It's all about mid control, controlling those pushes. And wherever there's pushes, there's an
Why does everyone have long hair? They just grow their
Lola,
hair. I
there's
don't
a
know.
couple of tanks.
How much trophies have I on my main? I have like 102k right now.
Crow, Penny, Carl, and Crow it is for the Raccoons.
The interaction here between Juju and Amber is something that's worth keeping an eye on.
Yeah, should we reset live? I feel like we need more
She
people
creates
watching.
inside bushes and so on, can actually attack the safe from the middle of the map. If she pops up, one of these teams will have to draft an Amber or something that also has that grass clearing ability to limit Juju's impact as the round goes longer and longer. But you know, if you're into Juju, you need to play the longer game. You're going to be disadvantaged.
Bro.
But if you take control of the middle of the map,
What
Juju
the
does not have a
fudge?
staging ground to play from. Grass or no grass.
Bro.
This is what I was about to say with Amber still open. I feel like Humble are already putting preventive measures of that very brawler in place. Nowhere to hide. And it also depletes
Bro!
the other side of Crazy
It
Raccoon.
happened
It's
again!
a way of what amount of information you'll be able to obtain with it. The second pick coming in for Crazy Raccoon now. They do like a little bit of Penny in Heist. It did work out well for them earlier in this competition. A very
Dude.
good map.
No. This is unbelievable.
Ranged game, in my opinion. Let's see how they're feeling about this Crow. It's going to be Lola. I think it's a very underrated pick on this map. Always got some good results. They're still going to go with the Juju. Certainly with the lakes in this map, it's still going to get some value. But I feel against the Amber, you're really kind of like battling against.
Dude, I can't even do anything. Bro, it keeps removing my live because it's saying I'm not 18. Dude, I'm gonna lose my mind, bro.
More range than Ember, usually not a bad shout, can just trickle her down. The poison will take her in the long run. And against the Byron, Crow will do well anyway. Last pick now from Humble. It's gonna be an aggressive one. Lily to round things off here. Humble versus Crazy Raccoon. We're heading into our first map.
SK Gaming gave Crazy Raccoon plenty of practice against the Lily, but now it is time. The time for talking is over. It's time for the gameplay to tell the story. Humble Giants versus the Little Genius and his merry band.
What is happening,
Crazy
bro?
Raccoon and Humble renew their rivalry one last time on the biggest stage there is. Make some noise, Stockholm. It's brawl time.
It's horrible that I can't stream this right now.
The stadium erupting. Semantic already making a dash there with the Lily going into the realm. Immediately finds Milk Rio. Finds the upper hand as well. The heals from Luki weren't enough. He falls down, pushing more and Tensai then into the mid.
Tensai would love to step up, and now with Boss out of the way, that seems an easier achievement. Milkroyer's returned to the fray, and now the barrage commences. Just chip damage, nothing to write home about, but it gives Crazy Raccoon a lead, and it starts to apply a little bit of pressure to Crazy Raccoon.
Boss will lick the map there with the oil, looking for that burn to deplete what the Juju can bring. Some damage onto the Crazy Raccoon stage, just the 4%. As a jump in from Milk Rio on the right, brings back some goods. He's in a good spot. Semantic is now in a tough position to choose. He goes then for Moya, gets the upper hand, and is going straight towards the TR stage.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to all in here. Crazy Raccoon had a slim lead, but it's nothing that can't be remediated by Semantic. He, though, will stay in the corner. Generate super by proximity here to Milk Rio and Tensai, but he will be punished by the thrower. Boss still holds court in the center of the map and has cleared some of the grass, but not enough to limit Tensai's capacity. And a hypercharge.
I was hoping this shit wouldn't happen, but I think I'm
well timed. Safe down to 47.
Milk Rio got amazing value, but Semantic finds a 2-piece.
Oh my gosh. Crazy Raccoon. She need to lock in, bro.
A little bit, gets it onto the safe, most importantly, as Humble are behind in terms of the objective. Semantic into the realm, going to be coming out, made a few early swipes there, maybe a couple of signs of nerves coming through as Tensai stays alive at 403 DPS.
Gregory is doing some serious lifting right now. Tensai's made so much space off that super. Milkrio, of course, with a damage reduction shield, is able to stave off Semantic.
Dude, I'm cooked right now, bro. I
into a corner.
This from TikTok.
Now, very, very far behind in this round.
Nicky can't find the taps on that right-hand side onto Milk Rio. Moya surviving there with the ego as Semantic struggling to make a dent through this mid, but does find Tensai into the realm. Milk Rio and Moya ready for it. He goes for Moya, who's now earned a hypercharge, but now all three members of Humble take this mid. What a super from Semantic. He finds the safe after 2. There's a crack.
There's safe damage important, but that elimination even more so.
Boss gets the burn and gets it off. He can't do anything though. Tensai's getting more damage. So Crazy Raccoon gets the first game. Insane. Guys, I wish I could be streaming this on TikTok, but my freaking live keeps getting removed.
The boss damage, and he'll have one last shot on the safe. That's all she wrote, folks. Crazy Raccoon, with 50% left on their safe, walk away with our first round.
A slow start for Humble. But I feel if they can get this cross burnt earlier on, deprive the Juju of those valuable shots onto the safe early on, it could be the difference maker. Luki has got a good brawler in his arsenal, but I feel like with this Byron, the taps just aren't landing as much as they need to. Semantic into the realm, gonna come straight out onto Moya, gets the taps again. Heal falls with the heals come through. Semantic cycling, wonderful work
I
through
just
himself
can't.
and Luki.
I don't know what's going on here.
Good gadget there from Tensai, but not enough to keep him alive in the long run. And Luki was there to back Semantic up. Some good free damage here for Humble, but the moment they take the foot off the gas,
Lily
the
was not
Juju
good
just
pick.
up in mid yet again. Not to mention when Gregory comes forth, it's going to be difficult for Semantic to get purchase. Important that Luki wins that side lane matchup, but isn't great attacking a safe on his own.
Semantic missing a super is a rarity. Luki putting some scrutiny into Tensai. Moya on his right-hand side is really struggling. Semantic is targeting him every single time. He's got a hypercharge now as well. He's going to use it on the safe for the additional damage. Still there as the shots to the Juju can't really find the connection. Oh, the hypercharge will connect, but nonetheless, he's staying alive on the
Crazy Raccoon needs to start getting some damage. Here comes Tensai trying to get some.
Semantic didn't want to pop into the shadow round too early. He just wanted to save that damage for the safe. He attempts to bank the hypercharge off the wall, but it misses.
Tensai somehow doesn't go down to
Damage is
hypercharge.
damage, and Humble have that in spades. Moya's going to be forced to back away now, and Semantic is always looking for this Lola, but he's not quite close enough to get both those hits, and so Moya walks away.
Boss will lick the map up yet again. Milk Rio, despite the shield, will fall down. Moya on 149 HP, but a lovely TP with the ego. He stays alive in a good position.
Wow, Semantic gets taken down. Oh my gosh.
The pick up of Semantic as a result of it.
Holy.
Got completely stifled there. Tried to come forward on the Lola, but Moya had other plans. 50 seconds left in the round, and Humble have a healthy lead, but they need to get out of their side of the map. Tensai a little bit low. The bush cover's getting pretty limited, and Semantic finally is able to bring down the Lola. Diving in goes Milkrio. Shield active. Boss falls, and Luki stuffed into a corner.
Milkrio gets the tap.
Alone is enough to count for the Byron, and Luki needs help stat.
He couldn't juggle his time between Milkbrew and the Grigri. Had to make a choice. Semantic will fall there as well, and I think wasted a hypercharge in the process. Important
pop.
there from Luki on the right-hand side. Gets a good gadget on to Tensai, but he's still alive.
They need damage.
Boston
Moya
left
needs to
side
get
is
up.
weak and
Here comes
weary.
Semantic
He
up right
needs some help.
side.
Humble need a safe crack here to be
Found
truly
him.
comfortable in this round.
They got him. Moya's got hyper now. He misses it on the other side, though.
73. Luki's got to be wary. Got to crawl away. Tensai shots are coming in to even this game up.
Here they go. They need the. No, they. Oh my gosh.
Can they maintain it? 61 and counting. It looks
Oh my gosh, bro. They couldn't get enough damage. Holy.
hangs in the balance. Humble breathe a sigh of relief to get away with that one.
Saved by 2%. Reminds me of the match earlier today between Humble and Revenant. That first set came down to a second. They breathe a sigh of relief, but this set is far from over. Semantic just beelining this right-hand side. Runs straight into Moya. And he goes down himself with the help of Milkrio. Boss there, still in the middle. We'll know now where he is. And Scott Super, most importantly, burn that map down and make sure that you cannot get early value.
Boss here doing well to avoid these shots from Tensai, who's not really living his best life, being unable to play in the bushes for the time being. Still pressuring back this Amber. Semantic dives, looking for Moya on his emergence. Will find the lower.
We were working Super Stuff Shop. I don't think I have yet.
Now for some damage. Semantic, these forays forward have been good for 6 to 20% of that safe health.
Boss doing a lot of work in this early moment. But it is just a narrow lead so far for Humble.
Freaking cooked.
Semantic looking to go again on the aggressive. He is so dangerous, but now Moya has the ego. Used again a gadget for the additional healing. There will be something the helping hand, but I think Semantic now looking again for Moya.
But we're not going to risk it. We're not going live again on there
found out
until
now
tonight,
Milkrio can land the
until I get
traps
this
he
figured
needs.
out.
Semantic was tracking the shield gadget from Milkrio there, knew that he actually didn't want to fight the Crow when he popped out of the Shadow Realm. So Milkrio's free there to take a trade. It's him for Luki. Semantic back off Freespawn, but Tensai's in a position to get some free damage. This game hangs in the balance. 4% separate these two, and Boss and Luki need to get active to regain control of mid.
Yeah, Boss chose to go on the aggressive with his super early on.
Tensai's
rather
going to
than
get taken
spur the
out.
push.
He doesn't
That
get another
Juju gets
shot
the free
either.
damage.
Moya is
Boss
not
with
able to
52
take out
HP,
Boss.
helping
Oh my
hand
god,
there.
Boss
Luki
just
keeps him alive.
somehow.
He's gonna burn.
There's no way they're going to lose the set. That just saved the set. That just changed the game right there.
Insane moment there from Luki. Boss, by all accounts, should have been dead to rights there. But the Byron healing kept him standing enough to win out the exchange. And now, Humble are on the front foot once more. Hypercharge Super explodes. A little bit of damage onto the safe, but more importantly, Milkrio's scout is taken. Tensai to step
Tensai
forward.
goes. Oh my god, gets taken down too. Alright, hold on. The game's not necessarily over. Milkrio has hypercharge. Doesn't use it. He knows he has enough time to get his super back. Tensai gets it up. He's going to use his hypercharge to go up.
The right hand side and is on the safe, getting damage. Now his teammates join that mid. Tensai down for hypercharge. A massive burn from Boston to respond against it. 75% to save this.
They won. They won. Oh my god, they won. Oh my god, they won. Oh.
Crazy Raccoon will take the first set. Humble are immediately behind.
First set goes to CR.
No matter how fast Humble run, Crazy Raccoon is always coming up in that
No way, bro.
mirror. A monkey that cannot shake off their back. A ghost that haunts them every time they try and reach for the title. This time, in this match, they start off on the front foot. No need to reverse sweep Humble this time around. Crazy Raccoon emerged victorious on Heist.
I think for me, the difference maker really was the Juju of Tensai. You can see there the damage to the safe. It made all the difference. 86,000, 17 takedowns for Moya as well. I think that all things considered, he had the toughest match. I mean, Semantic was targeting him time and time again, so to get those kind of stats is really, really impressive.
Yep, definitely not the kind of player who's ever going to tell you to calm down. Milkrio really embracing the energy up here. And this game balances on a knife edge for so much of Heist. If Semantic's able to break through 1, 2 more times, it could be a very different result. Moya there, that is a stunning TP back. It baits out Semantic's super.
It's good, Phoenix. How are you? Let's go, CR. JoJo's too broken. Juju's too broken, yeah.
A Giga Gregory on the map gives Crazy Raccoon all they need to overwhelm.
And in the game in which Humble won, they really shut down that Juju better. I love the way that they broke open the bush to start things off, and it just deflated a lot of that aggression.
Freaking Kevu, dude.
Wasn't the same in that one in which they lost, and they've now suffered the set as a result. Moving on, though, to our next map and mode, Brawl Ball and Pinhole
GG box.
Hunt.
Free GG box.
Humble, we need to dig deep. No sweep for them in this grand finals, as it was in 2024 versus this very opposition of Crazy Raccoon.
Unable to claim it has expired.
Map arc. Really solid performance from these guys in scrims. They really love to lead.
It's literally on the screen. How could that be expired?
First couple picks. And then they mix in some sort of powerful mid-range brawler. Chester has actually been their go-to on many other occasions, but it really depends what's been left open through
the reward is expired and it's on the screen.
Byron has an exceptional win rate. He wins 3 out of 4 games in scrims in the lead up to this tournament.
How's it even possible?
The mainstays, Crow, Otis, and Ruffs, all brawlers that you want to look towards.
Bro, it expired so fast.
Get your value out of them.
Big one for Humble as well as Mo. They love to combine that with Jae-Young.
Just like refreshing, seeing if my appeal gets accepted or something. Like, I don't understand what's going on right now.
The Meeple and the Mina for Humble. It's going to leave a potential Ollie open. That's definitely a cause of concern. Let's see how they feel. I quite like your Chester shout, by the way. I think that is definitely an option for both of these two teams. Certainly more on the Crazy Raccoon side, but also on the Humble side against Star Power.
Kenji one, nice one.
Credits on that one.
No, that's good.
We've
Slice one's good.
That's all right. Yeah, the Chester Ruffs combo actually has been really quite dynamic on this map. I think Chester's Hypercharge, while hard to earn, is just one of the most powerful nukes available to you in Brawl Stars. It can really give you that player advantage in a pinch when you need it. Milcreo's Sphinx is astonishing. We saw that earlier in that series against SK. You see him pick up the Sphinx, expecting to play pretty safe, pretty secure mid. It's anything
TikTok,
but.
get back
He
to me
commands
now,
attention,
please.
he charges the field. In fact, he ends up making his kit the gem carrier, and he just goes and starts throwing haymakers. So this guy is not one to stay quiet.
Ruffs, Mo, Crow, Carl, these are all brawlers that could potentially have a showing here. That's going to be one of them coming through for Humble. The Buster as well is an option, but with the Ollie open, I prefer that. Coco gets a skin, that's a pretty good one as well. Nope, he's not a fan.
Okay.
Crocodile Buster.
Aussie Buster. I'll show you a knife.
Aussie Buster.
These are my favorites here.
We can enjoy ourselves on the desk for Humble. They are very much locked in that regard. It's going to be the Ruffs. I think it's a good pairing. The Crows going to be much more viable with the help of those supply drops. They are lacking some DPS. Concerning thing so far. That third and final pick needs to be a solid one. It could well be that Mo. As it's not the most desirable of things. It's good to leave it until the end, really.
It's it's a very common boss pickup, right? It's also often finds its way into reply totems, drafts. A lot of EMEA teams have really been leaning on that. It's not the kind of map where you could like throw a curveball. Like Ali can be brought in here. Pinhole Punt obviously has pushes dotted around the center concentrically. So there are opportunities here just to sort of leap upon your opponents. Something maybe a bit safer. Jae-Young here comes out. Not the best map for him, although he's very commonly picked on Pinhole Punt. Only a 35% win rate out of 20 scrim games. The Draco, okay. This one's a little bit wild for me. I love to see this. Shove up, get space. Can really make use of that Finks super. Crazy Raccoon want that map control, that flexibility.
Now I'm nervous because Humble, again, haven't got the best DPS so far. They need a direct counter for this Draco, in my opinion.
Countering Draco? Are you going to play BB?
It's going to be very, very tough. They might have to deviate away from the plan here, honestly. Mo's going to be a bad shout.
Okay.
Chester, yeah, going to come through. It's not a bad shout. Lukey is very, very accomplished with this brawler. This Crazy Raccoon draft, I really do quite like it. It's got a great amount of variety. Humble could be in trouble here.
They don't have anything to stop this Draco, really, at all. That's my biggest concern. Milcreo also is going to be able to be, or Tensai rather, topped up, and healed, of course, by that Jae-Young. Humble's Cup is fine. I think if Chester really gets going, we see some big supers. This could certainly be a game that Humble take away. It's going to be Semantic on Chester duty. Here goes our second set of this grand final. It's time for Pinhole Punt. Brawl Ball is our arena. And Humble are trailing a set.
Tensai low, the left-hand side. Nice gadget, back to the fixture. We'll keep him in the mix. on 664 HP. Boss still trying to find these connecting shots. There's one onto Milkrow that will be very valuable.
Dude, where's...
Firm here. The Manta gadget should be enough, and a great...
Yo, where was Draco, though? I know he's holding the other guy back, but, like, yo, where's he at?
I don't know what Moya is doing. He's trying to zone one of these Humble players out of the back of the map. I think it's Semantic. He's just sort of standing there in the bush, making half of the Chester to get in, but the rest of Humble's team comp does really well against Crazy Raccoon. Without the Draco, you just don't have enough damage. Here's the dive, not a bad one, and of course the Hypercharge sees the knives pierce and return. So it does at least enable a one-for-one exchange.
Boss is
Now
cooking.
that Think Super drop down will allow Moya to safely move into the middle of the map, but man, he's getting peppered down instantly.
This is much better from Humble. I love that from Boss. A great tap, and it's for his team forwards now. He picks up the supply drop. That will make him much more dangerous. Milkrow on the left, struggling a little bit. Moya trying to push through this mid. He's certainly going to get scrutinized for it. Semantic gets a lovely stun. Now it's Milkrow in a 1 versus 3. Weekend Warrior gets some value, but Lukey stays alive potentially for the pass-through.
They're mobbing.
Humble and map control. They have plenty of damage. Our concerns
Yeah,
from
they're
draft
fine.
have been alleviated. Gadget here now from Ruff that's going to, again, clear the area around the ball. Allow for Lukey to heal himself back up. He came up second best of the couple of salvos from Milkrio's Jaeyong on the left. Of course, pop for Milkrio, a burst of speed, and attempting to throw out some damage, but here we go.
Moya, why are we walking into a
hypercharge? Semantic can make good use of that.
No, Moya, why are we walking into a hypercharge?
Connected, and Lukey is still alive, still standing. Here come Humble. Semantic's heard his hypercharge, but doesn't need to use it. Clean as a whistle there in that first game of Brawl.
All right, switch lanes.
Seems like Humble have had a very good mental reset. And this Ruff's hypercharge, in the hands of a Chester. It's arguably in the top 5 for me of the strongest hypercharges in the game. Draco's up there, no doubt about it, but it takes a while to earn it. Now, different story. TR have a much better start now, pushing him back. Semantic will fall on that right-hand side, leaving just Lukey and Boss to defend. Lukey gets the ball, puts it into the side here, but Tensai will bring it straight back forwards.
Yeah, Lukey gives up his life just to make sure Semantic can still be relevant defending this push. And you see how good that Ruff gadget is. Buys it so much time. Lukey's able to get into the game. Humble back to full strength now. When this Draco Super,
Humble if it's in rubble. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see.
Short range. He's going to go for it though. Going to throw himself at those goals.
What a play.
Optionally opens up the map and
what a play.
To walk away. He knows he's cooked.
Tensai got it.
Yeah, no choice. You can't really feed over more to your opposition. He knows there's nothing that he can do there. Has to come forward. TR still continuing this assault. Hypercharge drop down from Boss will get rid of all those boxes. A really nice position for him. Humble have got time on their side so they can defend this. And down goes Moya. That's a great opportunity for them to recollect, get Tensai as well, and it's trickling down from this poison.
And slowly the map is starting to be opened up by these supply drops that Boss is throwing in. This favors Humble. They've got a better comp against this Draco if they can keep him at arm's length. Moya constantly sticking down. And this
Nice.
Is
what a play from Moya. He does go down.
Okay, the poison
oh my gosh.
That could have been dangerous. Last stand gave him a chance to stand and have a crack at goal. Humble will move into reinforce.
Really enjoying the pinch between Boss and Lukey. Working together so harmoniously.
You guys hyper.
But down goes Semantic immediately. This Draco is dangerous. These kills from the Jaeyong are keeping Moya so much more in the mix. Boss shuts it down now finally. Lukey can't really close this gap. He's got to heal up first. Milkrow with the speed, trying to get Tensai into a position where he can make something of this ball. The time warp as well allows for a much easier juking scenario on this left-hand side.
All right, so Moya's got hyper.
Nice and healthy.
Okay,
he's going in, Fox gadget, they team wipe, and they get it. Oh my gosh, guys, it's 1-1. Wow!
A great response. Humble have got to tread very cautiously now. It's a must-win game, in my opinion. You're against the clock in the grand finals. You need to even the scoreline. If Crazy Raccoon get this set, it's going to put a lot of pressure on this next draft.
Moya again, not able to get to grips
with
Boss before he's taken down. There's a whole map for Boss to break open all over again. That's something that just takes time. The poke damage is good though. Finks out of the game, neutralized very early. Moya now with a super. No chance to even make use of the gadget. Now hypercharge on the horizon for Boss.
Semantic's in a fantastic spot here. He's got the slow as well. That radius now going to be working to his advantage. Nice steps into Moya. Semantic in a great spot, but Milk Breer is still healthy. Tensai healing up now. Milk Breer is going to be there to helping hand this defense. Luki has to jump. He can time it well. Get them in there down.
Oh, Semantic gets him. Hypercharge from Semantic. Tensai gets it up a little bit. He actually takes out Semantic.
Still Humble were in
And Tensai's somehow still alive. Damn, Moya's the last one left. Here comes Milk Breer for support.
Remember that Chester
Moya's just
Hypercharge
getting
can
tapped, bro.
blow up some of this map.
Okay, you got it.
Luki's taking care of it as well. Moya a little bit low. Thinking about the gadget, but no reason to make use of it there. Ball now in Humble's court. That's the Hypercharge super from Semantic. Gives Tensai nowhere to go. Going between a rock and a poisonous place as Luki finishes him with the knives.
Luki saves his super despite using the Hypercharge. An interesting decision. I actually don't mind it. Moya is still so dangerous
Wow,
on this Draco.
Moya,
the last
dude.
down there will keep him alive just for a little bit of time. Tensai can't really do much here on his own. Peppered by Boss and Luki. Tensai also poison trickle over time down to 386 HP as now Humble prepare a push.
They're being so methodical about this. Humble, so careful. As soon as Milbury pops a Weekend Warrior, Luki jumps away to safety instead. Now, though, he's going to have to pop his shield.
Nice.
He needs to stand and fight. He doesn't last long.
Nice.
Boss also not long
One
for
more.
this world. Semantic, does he have the damage? to
Oh my
stop this?
Semantic. Hold on, hold on.
But it's not gonna bite.
No!
Milbury drops the ball, and Luki is back on deck. Tensai, frustrated.
Oh my gosh. Web, stay in stream till end. Okay, yeah, I'll get you then. Because I got to keep this screen up. If I change the screen, then it's going to, like, you guys will see everything. It's just mirroring my PC screen right now. There's no way they didn't just capitalize on the goal there. There's no way, there's no way.
Humble has got to hold on. I feel like with this comp, they do have the advantage in overtime.
Yeah, they want this overtime. They've been trying to break the map up all game, and now it's going to happen for them. Boss with a Hypercharge super. Everybody with one in their hands.
Moya going
on
in.
Humble's side, but here comes Moya. He is burning them to the ground. Outranged though by Luki as he is. Humble need to fight. Ball cleared, crossed to the right.
Semantic's going to have to clutch, but he can't. It's over. It's over. It's over. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. 2-0 for CR. Humble needs to reverse sweep.
And they'll take their second set.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Despite being 2 sets down, the crowd are still cheering loud. But Humble have got to start getting this communication better. That should have been a set going their way, especially when you look at those stats. Boss, 470 DPS on a roughs. Luki with 14 takedowns. I mean, these stats really do say that Humble faltered and fumbled that one. Crazy Raccoon really depended on that Draco. Moya is cutting his worth.
What we don't see there are the healing stats as well of this Jaeong, keeping this Draco in the game. Crow's always a good shout against the Draco. The poison ticks after the last stand gadget expires, normally earning you that elimination, even if you make it a trade. Slowly and surely, Crazy Raccoon spent most of this game without map control, but it's moments like this when that Draco Hypercharge can be brought to bear that Humble are simply bowled over.
Okay, so guys, I figured out what happened.
But now Humble have to dig deep.
Someone was just reporting being a a-hole. So, because I didn't have an ID in, so it's a free ban button. So I just need to set up an ID, and I did.
Kanan's going to bring a winning draft now. There is no excuse for it. Humble, I'm sure, would not be able to imagine anything worse than getting swept after being the ones to sweep last year. Karma is an evil mistress.
At the start of this tournament, Semantic said to me, we're not really sure how we play from behind. We haven't had to worry about that. Well, Beckery, you got your wish. Humble have their backs to the wall. The chasm waits behind them. Crazy Raccoon are winding up for one final haymaker to knock them out of the tournament, to take the title of World Champions. It's going to have to be bounty where Humble make their last stand, drag themselves back into this game. Ahead of the hideout.
Tensai is 1 set away from becoming a 3-time world champion. I mean, it's just unheard of. In not just Brawl, but like any game. I mean, his career has been outstanding. But for Crazy Raccoon, this set stands between them and that. The bans are in for hideouts. Stray, Jean, and Mina. The Bell, the Ruffs, and the Jaeyoung of Humble. And Humble have the first pick.
Bell seems like a pretty innocuous pick, but on Hideout, she is a real problem with those nest eggs being set up. She's very powerful defensively. Humble have always leaned towards the Byron to start these drafts. This game will be no exception.
Dang.
It's the Heretics hat that gave it away, sorry.
Oh, it's Crazy Raccoon now then. People could be an option for them here. Let's see if they want to pick it up. Gus is, again, a very East Asian brawler pick to go with here. Brock potentially just open up the safety nanny. Yeah, I like it. It's a bit underrated. They can bring some goods and Gus to come in as well.
This is such a Humble-coded draft from Crazy Raccoon. Semantic loves to go for that last pick nanny when he feels like there are going to be sharpshooters on the menu. Now Humble might actually have to change course in terms of their game plan. You can obviously try and stay in the sharpshooter lane.
Byron like
Rock's obviously
counters
available.
Nani a little
Graves
bit.
banned out, so forget about that. RT somehow is still unpicked, which Crazy Raccoon is kind of absurd. I had to double take there. But perhaps you need to run it up on these guys. Perhaps you need to go on the offense. Charlie is going to be the pick here for Boss, and Ollie comes out. Humble will not sit back, play long range, and go silently into that night. They're going to bring the Ollie in, signaling a desire to go all in.
You're absolutely spot on, though. Crazy Raccoon have read this draft like a book. This is a Humble draft for them. They're taking away what Humble are most comfortable with and putting them in a position of weakness straight off the bat. Humble are going to have to play differently. They cannot just do what they love to do now. Meeple, yeah, it's going to come in for Crazy Raccoon.
So good here.
It's going to be so tough to play against this.
There's no wall break for Humble. I mean, Tensai can play up inside those bushes. And that Meeple Super is going to be really frustrating, allowing him to cut the range and have a legitimately unfair scenario against Humble. It's now or never, Humble. Semantic at the helm. This team came together on a whim last year and nobody expected anything from them. Now, they expect the world. They expect excellence. They expect a world champion. A Crazy Raccoon are having none of it. Tensai gets a blue star, but it's going to be punished with a hypnotize off the back. What a
oh my god. What a kooky pop.
Lukey could be out, drag himself away, but Humble are down by 1 star after that exchange.
Ooh, an overextension there from Boss also on the left-hand side, and Tensai will pick it up. Luke now with the blue star. The Crazy Raccoon have the lead by 3. Semantic just lurking in their bush, waiting for someone from CR to overextend, but they're going to have to push forwards even more here. He's earned the super as well now. It's going to come in quite handy, but Milky will have the knockback too, and there it is.
Not enough.
Spread against the wall and pushed forwards.
Where's the damage?
Luke gets the cocoon off as well, and the blue star now with Humble.
Tensai's going to go down.
7-star lead.
Oh my gosh, no he's not.
Semantic's going to be able to get away after that as well. The cocoon from Lukey was instrumental. They needed a lot of time to actually eliminate Milcrio through that shield. These Spiderlings, by the way, are actually very good. From all 3 brawlers, they're going to ask for a shot, and Semantic is going for it. This guy is unhinged. Solo runs down Tensai.
Oh my gosh. Lukey secures it on Milcrio. And gets a... Oh.
Humble are looking like they're back.
I love that from Lukey and Semantic there.
W Charlie pick.
Pick up it right at the cusp of the Charlie range.
Are they going to get to 20?
I mean, at the moment the CR are playing, it's so passive. And Semantic just keeps going in. Now he might be a bit overextending.
Too much.
Gonna fall down now. 8 stars to full team. Humble have got to be cautious here. They've got all stars above their head. 9 to my count.
Semantic's more. Semantic's hand got forced there by the Meeple Super. Had to go forward. Knew he would get just peppered with shots from behind that wall. But now he's got a hypercharge. That's a guaranteed connection off that Super. Well and truly, in we go. Semantic looking for a double hypnotize. He hits it. Jackpot for Semantic.
Oh my gosh.
Back to the wall. 1 star away.
Okay. Big revamp from CR if they want to take this back.
As they are moments away from elimination, they find a spark.
A fantastic adaptation. The question now is, how will Crazy Raccoon approach this game? I love how Humble did that. It's again not the strategy which I'm sure they were looking to implement. They're adapting on the fly. Again, Bosto extending the left-hand side. Tensai going to be low, but no one there to contest him. And already, Moyes got the peak.
Semantic's healthy enough here to tank this, as is Lukey. Pete might be intended for the Byron boss. Has to pop that gadget to stay alive. Great footwork though, dodging
Big
from
dodges
Moya.
from
This
Boss.
guy with the mechanics taking space. This Moya is going to be forced back. No respect offered by Boss. But
Lukey goes down.
going too close to the sun.
Damage gear, bro.
Couldn't really react it much faster, but
Moya gets grabbed. He's got a shield though. And they take him down, but they get the W trade from Boss.
CR are still in the lead with 3 stars and the blue, and another peep coming in.
I'm looking at Captain Semantic to be the difference maker now. Coming off spawn with that super available. Can simply look to try and fight Tensai, but he needs a 3-star player. Would have to go after Milcreo and more. Even if Milcreo goes down, Crazy Raccoon will still have the blue star lead. This is quite the conundrum for Humble.
Boss is really doing his best with these kills, trying to push forward. Just quite difficult into that nanny pick. Now low again, going to be forced out to use a gadget. Peep coming in, he's can't break on this left-hand side. Samantha going forwards though, but where is low? They will find him. The blue star still with Crazy Raccoon now. Mike comes out, the Cocoon goes down immediately. Humble have got the lead. A massive hill from Bust. Straight back to spawn.
And the event looks so easy. Semantic simply wanders up in the direction of Crazy Raccoon and does the thing. Great Cocoon from Lukey. Now Tensai tries to get forward, looking for an opening, but that Meeple Super gets used pretty deep on the map, but can't be effective here. Here we go, once more, Semantic steps up. He needs that healing from Boss, and it's not enough to keep him alive.
Oh my Tensai. Can Gus get out? Can Gus get out in time? Milcreo needs to get out.
And there's no way for Humble to regain it. Teetering on the edge, again.
Oh my gosh, wow.
Humble.
Wow.
It's Crazy Raccoon. Stamped their authority on the round.
What a rage quit gadget there from the Meeple. Semantic was not ready for it.
Now they're on the game set again.
Humble, and they might end up kicking themselves for
Nathan, you still there?
CR now. Just need one more game. And Tensai will be a 3-time world champion.
There's echoes of 2021 for 2022. From Tensai in the spotlight. With the trophy in hand. To return to that spot, I'm sure means the world to the little genius. Now Crazy Raccoon just have to close this case. Humble though stand in their way and had a very decisive first round here on Hideout. They can't afford to take any undue risks. Semantic though still needs to be the aggressor, still has to come forward. Oh, that damage coming the way of Moy is going to force him back.
Yeah, Semantic has to go on the aggressive, but it's a really tough balance to find, depending upon these
Not yet, Web.
kills. And again, this Meeple gadget, which is devastating.
I will have to end the stream, I
Good
said,
taps again from
because
Tensai
I need to
to
keep this screen on
and now
the
Humble can't use that
monitor.
wall. Just the blue star for now.
Humble
Lukey
being
again
pushed back.
taking a lot of shots.
Lukey taking
here.
a lot of
Lukey
damage.
Brother as well, replying in chord. Boss still needs to heal up. Semantic might be able to time this and get something back to spawn, but it's such a tight position for Humble to play from.
It's the Meeple gadget that Semantic has to look out for. Tensai can knock him back and prevent him from getting close enough to find a big hypnotize. This is not a hypercharged super from the Ollie. Semantic has to be picture perfect in these next few moments. Humble need to fight their way back into the map, but right now they are being boxed in. The trash compactor begins to crush. Return to sender on the Boss, doesn't bother him. Moya's starting to tick low. That's the opening for Humble. Now they can get that map control they've been sorely needing.
But one run step, and Humble are done for. They can't overextend now. They're just going to buy down the clock and hope for the best. Ensure a kill towards the end. As we approach the 15-second mark, CR are going to push.
It can't be over here. It just can't. Humble now to stand and fight for the right to continue to compete. For the World Championship. 9 seconds left. Milcreo starting to pick to the right-hand side. He pops his super
Oh my
Tensai.
gosh.
Looking at Semantic. He's looking like a tasty morsel. And he goes. Able to get away as well with a super.
Oh my god, CR1! Oh my god!
The King of Old has returned to claim his dues. From the dumpster to the throne. A rags to riches story. Stuck on repeat. Crazy Raccoon have ascended once more to godhood in Brawl Stars.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Of the 2024 champions. Humble with not a word to say.
Holy moly, they just won.
And once more,
Wow.
the halls of a Brawl esports arena will echo with the chant of Crazy Raccoon. East Asia has returned to put their mark on the game, on the scene, put their mark on the sport, and now etch their names into history once more. Tensai, the little genius, now the thrice crowned king of Brawl!
Wow. That's insane. W, Crazy Raccoon, yes sir, Phoenix.
Revenge has been served! Crazy Raccoon are your champions. Wow. Okay. Let's start over here. 3 times.
My Lord.
3 times a champion, the first and the only. Try to put into words how you feel.
どんな気持ちですか、天才さん。
いや正直まだ全然優勝した実感ないんですけど、めちゃくちゃ嬉しいです。
Humble got humbled.
Seriously, right now I don't
Or
feel
Farmer
like I've
Luke
won
got
yet,
humbled, bro.
But I'm super happy.
I'm going to come over here to Milcrio. How does that feel, holding that cup in your hands right now?
ミクリオさん、タイトル持ってってどんな気持ちですか？
いやもう初めてでもう嬉しい以外の言葉が出ないです。
It's my first time, so I'm so happy. I have no words to say.
Freaking Milcrio W.
One thing is for certain, here at DreamHack Stockholm and at home, the fans have been cheering you on every single day. Is there anything that you would like to say to your fans as champions?
こちらですごいファンが応援してくれてて、すごいなんか捧げてくれたと思うんですけど、ファンに対して何か言いたい
Phoenix,
ことありますか？
It's
本当に応
awesome,
援ありがとう
bro.
ございます。
Thank you for supporting us.
An absolutely phenomenal run and deserving champions. So gentlemen,
Let's go,
I'm going
CR.
to get you to lift that one more time. However, firstly, Milcrio, you are the MVP of the 2025.
Hey, Milcrio! Well deserved.
Okay, gentlemen.
It was either him or Moya.
I'm going to get you to lift that trophy one more
Yeah,
time.
Phoenix.
Solidify your legacy into the Brawl Stars esports history books, okay? Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, DreamHack Stockholm, make some noise for your 2025 Brawl Stars World Champions, Crazy Raccoon! Not an easy one for a lot of these teams and players competing on the stage, but we have had some incredibly memorable moments right here at Worlds. I would like to say thank you so much to the production for putting on this incredible show. Thank you so much to the talent for being stellar as always, and thank you to the players for competing so fiercely. But most of all, thank you so much to the fans for supporting your favorite teams and your favorite players year in, year
Insane.
out. As for 2026, we will see you at the Brawl Cup, the last chance qualifier, and of course the World Finals. And at the end of January, we will have our championship challenge once again. And so finally, as Semantic would say, Auf Wiedersehen. And in the words of Tensai, Matane. Good night!
Auf Wiedersehen. What a crazy. Turn. That's crazy. Alright, I'm switching scenes. I'll cook you all this stuff. All right, I just did it, Web. I just got it. All right, guys. We're going to go ahead and end stream. GG's to CR. Congratulations to CR for winning the World Finals. I'll catch you guys maybe tonight, possibly. I actually think that I may not stream tonight because of this, and I need to get this figured out on TikTok, but I'll let you guys know. All right, guys. I'll see you guys later, maybe. Peace.
Let's go!